You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, family? This is our boy, Coach Malachi in the building. We back. 2 Media Podcast, the TMP family. We are here. It's gonna be a great show today. You know what I mean? You already know. I'm pretty good right now.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Pretty good right now. Y'all know what it is. Hold on. Let me make sure. Let me make sure we cracking though. Let me make sure we are cracking. Let's see. Hold on. Make sure y'all can hear me. Let's see what's up. What the hell? What in the heezy is going on? Trying to see what's up. Which one is this? Yeah, peace to the family. Shout out to Tony Montana. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Think y'all can. All right, I'm good. Y'all can hear me. Yeah, man. Shout out to 1IK. 1IK, what's going on, fam? 1IK in the building. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, bro. We got some questions that need answers. And, we learned a lot yesterday. From the Brian Norman Sr. and Bill Haney interaction. We learned a lot yesterday. We learned something yesterday that we didn't learn. I'm not talking about the insults. I'm talking about how this fight, was made and this and that. And Bill is saying that, hey, we had the list way before Turki reached out to you or whatever and this and that. And again, I would have to do some investigation to find out when exactly did this hit list come about versus, the Turki Alashikh trying to make this fight, basically reaching out to the Normans to say, hey, look, man, what you think about fighting Devin Haney? You know what I mean? So I'm goddamn, we see goddamn the Puerto Rican assassin, he going his fight going down July the 12th. The Puerto Rican assassin, they're gonna make that do what it do. You know what I mean? So the Puerto Rican assassin, so that's going down. But yeah, man, I'm trying to, bro, again, as I said, I'm like, man, boxing is all about matchups. It's about styles make fights, matchups. When you're fighting someone that was a legend in the game, or you're fighting someone that has elite talent, but they're older now, and their eliteness is not where it used to be because they're older now. It's all about fighting the dude at the right time. So, you got several ways of padding a record, padding a resume or whatever. You can fight a dude if you fight a nigga at the right time. Like, put it this way, as I said before, I could take somebody in the chat right now. Listen. I can take somebody in the chat right now. Take somebody in the chat right now and got them and put them in there with a name, and you knock them out or beat them, and you be like, yeah, man, I beat Roy. Yeah, man, but that ain't the same Roy. You know what I mean? You don't fault Roy. You call, y'all know Roy Cheney now. Roy ended up being, but one of my favorite fighters. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. And then doggone, hell, we got some fight this weekend. I don't know if I'm going live for it. I don't know if I'm going live for I don't know, for the Golden Boy card. I don't know, depending on what I'm gonna be doing, man, because that's gonna be really busy for me. Shout out to Jab Queen. What's going on, sis? She said Bill said yesterday they sent the list to Brian Norman Sr. before he published it. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's what Bill is saying, but Brian Norman is saying something different. So you get what I'm saying? So we got two people who are involved in the situation with two different perspectives on how the Norman-Haney fight is coming about. You get what I'm saying? And what you said Schofield? Oh, you talking about Mama Ho? You talking about? You talking about Mama? Your mom talking about Mama Hofield. Your Mama Hofield boy do fight Farmer this weekend. Mama Hofield boy do fight Farmer this weekend. You know what, man? I was sitting back looking at, and again, I think they might be fighting on the Jake the Snake Paul card. Needed, definitely needed, because Jake the Snake is, I'm just happy. You'll never know. Just hope this motherfucker don't pull out, because he don't pull out of like 3 fights already. Mama Ho's son don't pull out like 3 fights. So yeah, so we don't need that right now. You know what I mean? We won't know until we have to see this motherfucker in the ring. You know what I mean? Because last time we saw him, they were playing Afro beats over a dead body. True. You know what I mean? Mama Ho, that whore. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So yeah, man, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot going down like Cooter Brown, and I'm sitting back like I'm thinking. I said, you know what? And this is assuming that I say either Bill putting on a really good poker face, but he said he graveyard serious. He is serious as cancer. He is serious as a heart attack. He is serious as a stroke. That's what he said. So if he's serious, and Dev was the one that wanted to fight, hold on, let me see something. Let me make sure we good. And Dev was the one that actually wanted to fight. Hold on, let me go over here. Because I didn't, you know what I didn't do? I need to pull this one up. Y'all bear with me one moment. Yeah, and Dev was the one that wanted to fight. Let me go ahead and turn this off. We don't need you. We just gonna. Oh, that's my TV. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? If he wanted to fight, my thing is, okay, what do y'all see? What do y'all see? If there are any weaknesses that you see you can exploit, or like, what do y'all see? Do y'all see something? Again, I ain't got cataracts in my eyes, but do y'all see something? Shout out to Next Gen. Shout out to Ali. You know what I mean? Like normally when you call somebody out, y'all remember when Mikey Garcia called out Errol Spence? He moved up from 140 to go to 147 and said he wanted to fight Spence. Out of all the welterweights, he wanted to fight Spence. And I think this is pre-car accident Spence. He was still drinking. This was still, I'm drinking Spence. But this is before accident, pre-accident, stuff like that. And y'all remember what Mikey Garcia said? He said, I see something. Hey, it was the funniest shit ever. He said, they kept asking, they kept saying, man, Mikey, man, why you want to move on to fight Spence? He said, I see something. You see something? He said, yeah, I see something. You know what I mean? I see something. You know what I mean? They ask Spence. They say, Spence, what do Mikey mean by he see something? Spence say, man, I don't know what he talking about. The only thing he see is an ass whooping. Hey, Spence, hey, bro. Errol Spence had me crying, bro. When he said that line right there, that famous line right there. Man, I don't know what he talking about. He see, man. I don't know what he talking about. Man, the only thing he sees is ass whooping. It's gonna be a one-sided ass whooping, man. I'm be man with 12 rounds straight. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man. Hey, bro. And I'm like, damn, man. The Bill did acknowledge that this man got a left hook from hell. So I'm like, well, he don't acknowledge he got the left hook from hell. And I'm like, well, that ain't that Ryan Garcia Osterman field left hook. Ryan Garcia had Osterman in his left hook, and he still couldn't knock Devin Haney out. But this dude right here, you know, we you know what? We going to have to start calling Brian Norman Jr. Mr. Melatonin. If he put it this way, if he knocks somebody out, if he knock one more person out, listen, if he knock one more person out, we just gonna start calling him Mr. Melatonin. That's it, Mr. Melatonin. Yeah, that's all. You know what, dog? Check it out, dog. Right now, we just gonna call you Mr. Melatonin, dog. Right now, that you the way you hitting motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You went to Japan and knocked out Goku. You knocked out Kakarot. You know what I mean? You feel me? You knocked out Kakarot. You know, like this a total different fighter than as I said before. I'm like, man, I don't know. You sure you want to fight that nigga? But I don't know, man. Bill selling them whoop tickets. And Bill selling them whoop. He going all over the world. Yeah, nigga, we want to see this nigga. Man, he got 20 niggas looking at the pen. Ain't nobody signing nothing. You know, I'm trying to tell you, Bill got people thinking he don't sitting over a contract. And I figured out that didn't make no sense. I said, that don't even make no sense because, if Turki Alashikh is the one that's financing the fight, then the contract is going to be with Turki Alashikh. It's not going to be Bill drawing up a contract or the Haney's attorney drawing up a contract and sending it to Brian Norman Jr. Then you're going to go to Turki and say, yeah, Turki, I got him under contract. This how much money we need. It don't work that way. You know what I mean? So that came out. What came out was, they, talking about a term sheet. Did you sign the term sheet? Do you agree to the terms and stuff like that? And both of them said they did. So we'll see how that work out. But my thing is, does Devin Haney, assuming what Bill is saying is true, does Devin Haney see any weaknesses in Brian Norman Jr.? Like out of all the people, I want to fight that nigga. Derek can whoop him. And I'm like, what do you see in this guy what type of weaknesses that you see in this guy that you can exploit? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, then he got to see something like, cause I'm trying to see it and I got cataract. What you see? You don't see it. I'm trying to see it, dog. I see the melatonin. That's what I'm looking at. The nigga got melatonin. That nigga look strong, bro. Yeah, that's from downside Georgia, boy. I'm trying to see it, dog. Well, yeah, he 24. He ain't got that. Well, you know what? He don't have I'll put it this way. If there was one weakness, I would say that Brian Norman Jr. has in comparison to a Devin Haney, I would say that weakness would be he doesn't have the experience, championship experience, and that's how you can sell it. Same thing. Now, Mikey Garcia was saying that same stuff, though. I got more experience than Errol Spence because Mikey Garcia was fighting longer than Errol Spence at that time. And, I got more experience. And, he was saying that he's a boxing technician. And, Mikey Garcia is fundamentally sound. And, Spence has never fought anybody with fundamentals like Mikey Garcia. So it might be this situation. It might be this situation here. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, dog, you ain't fought nobody, nigga. I fought Loma. I fought Killer Cam. I fought doggone Jose Ramirez. I fought Ryan on Osterin. You get what I'm saying? I did all of that there. You ain't got the names or nothing like that. See, this is why you can't be caught up. Hey, shout out to Lonnie, man. This is why you can't really be caught up on the name stuff either. Yeah, he got the names. Okay, but what's the names when he fought him? Do you get what I'm saying? Was the names when he fought him? Like, listen, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Well, I'm gonna give you a perfect example of what I mean by that. Oscar De La Hoya fought Julio Cesar Chavez, right? They fought twice. But he didn't fight Julio Cesar Chavez, the one that fought Roger Mayweather, or even a Pernell Whitaker or whatever. Right? He didn't fight that version. He fought. Yeah, it was Julio Cesar Chavez, a namesake, but that wasn't the same Chavez. Do you get what I'm saying? Shit. What's some other fighters? Like, it's some fighters. My mind went blank, but there's some fighters right now. They got some good names on their resume. Guys who were good and at their time, but you don't fought a dude and listen, man. Put it this way. That's just like when Larry Holmes beat Ali. Now, Larry Holmes been knowing Ali for a long time. That was Ali's main training partner. That was Ali's main training partner when he fought George Foreman. And Ali, and even before George Foreman, Ali used to train with Larry Holmes all the time. That was his main sparring partner, right? And but when Larry Holmes fought Ali in 1981, somewhere around there, that wasn't a float like a butterfly sting like a beat Ali. That wasn't an Ali that fought. You know what I mean? And hold on. And there's also rumors that Ali was used to, Larry Holmes used to give Ali that work. As he got better. Because Ali used to always beat Larry Holmes all the time, but as Larry Holmes got better. When he got better, he got that jab stuff from Ali, but his jab was a little bit better in my opinion. But Larry Holmes had a monster jab. But he dropped Ali in the lead up in sparring in the lead up to the George Foreman fight. Dropped him with a body shot. And Ali kept telling him, I want you to keep pounding on my body, because he was conditioning himself, preparing himself for the hell and the punishment that he was going to have to go through, in order to beat a George Foreman. Because at that time, everybody was saying Ali was going to get killed. He's muttering you. He's going to mutter you, man. He's going to mutter you. Telling you, Ali, why you going to get in the ring with him? You know what I mean? Listen, all jokes aside, bro, like I remember I used to talk to them brothers, but like Captain Sam. Shout out to Captain Sam, man. There was a bunch of Sams in the Nation of Islam from the first resurrection, but Captain Sam is the one who brought Muhammad Ali, introduced him to the NOI. Captain Sam was telling me about, man, man, everybody thought Ali was gonna lose, man. And George Foreman, he had no knocked out doggone Frazier. He ran through Kid Norton. Like, they had some common opponents that George Foreman, that Ali fought, and Foreman was running through him. He was running through him, so it was like, man, you sure you want to fight? Ali like, I want to fight that man. I'm trying to tell y'all, this man trash, man. Man can't whoop me. Styles make fights. You get what I'm saying? So, that's why you can't get caught up in that. And that's one main thing that most fans miss. And even these so-called legends and boss, Styles make fights. Shit, just because you whoop one nigga don't mean, just because you whoop one dude, they'll whoop the dude just because you whoop one dude and that dude you whoop knocked out the fighter that you getting ready to fight now, don't mean that you gonna whoop him. Well, shit, listen. I'm gonna whoop Hoghead Cheese. How you know? Because Hoghead Cheese lost to Pork Chop Willie, and I knocked Pork Chop Willie out. So if Pork Chop Willie beat Hoghead Cheese, and I knocked out Pork Chop Willie, just imagine what I'm gonna do to Hoghead Cheese. You fight Hoghead Cheese put hands and puts on you. True. And that's what these casuals don't understand. The casuals totally don't understand that. They use triangle theories. They use, well, you saw what he did to such and such, and they don't get it. Well, I swear to God, they don't get it at all. You know what I mean? Anyway, shout out to Big Dog Willie. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He say Jake Paul versus Tank, November 22nd in Las Vegas. Hey, all right with that, K. It is what it is. Hey, man, shout out to Ali. Shout out to Dill. Shout out to, shout out to Jamie, Dr. Mario. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's why you got to see the fight. That's why you got to see the fight. Be like, man, you saw what he did to such and such. Yeah, okay, I'm just saying now. I don't know now. You should, you know what I mean? So it might be one of these situations. It might be a situation to where, you know what? Everybody looking at Brian Norman as though he the boogeyman now, as it relates to Dev. But Devin Haney is Debo. Well, I call him Bill. What they call him, Debo Haney. I call him Debo Dev. Debo Dev pulling up on beach cruisers, snatching chains from around niggas' necks, making dudes tuck their chains and put them in shoe boxes and stepping up on porches, and you get what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, if that's the narrative that Bill is trying to push, okay, fine. I don't think nobody is maybe is buying it, but if that's the narrative that you want to push, okay, fine, let's take it around with it. I do know that a lot of the Haney supporters, YouTube channels, that's the narrative that they're pushing. Now deep down inside, they're probably like, man, I don't know about this one, man. It went crazy. They don't want to tell Bill that because, they probably, I don't know, maybe some of those guys just want to be yes men for them, but me, I'm gonna just be like, I really don't. Yeah, I really don't know about that. I don't know about this one here, dog. Like, this might not be the right time, you know what I mean, for that. Anyways, let me read my opening monologue. Does Devin Haney see weakness in Brian Norman Jr.? I'm explaining to you what I mean by that. I just gave you a hint. After yesterday's back and forth between Bill Haney and Brian Norman Sr., a lot has been revealed. At this point, we know that Turki Alashikh is making the fight happen. He is the one that's involved. There is no contract as of yet. So online, people, like I had people leaving messages in the chat on some of my posts. They were like, yeah, man, did he sign the contract? Why he ain't signing the contract? And because Bill never said there was no contract. He said, did you sign it? Did you sign it? So it was very vague. So people took that vagueness without clarity and assumed that it was a contract that Norman's supposed to sign. And even me, I was like, damn, did he sign? Did he sign what? What is he talking about? You get what I'm saying? So for all of those who say Brian Norman may sign the contract, there is no contract. There never was a contract. I think that's been established. Bill even admitted that. No, it ain't no contract. He says it's a term sheet. You talking about the terms? He said, yeah, the terms. He said that. So for everybody who jumped out the window, holler about contract, there is none. The conflicting part is how this whole thing is coming about. Bill said we dropped the list. Norman say no. You dropped the list after you found out that Turki offered us to fight with Devin. So you dropped the list and put our name in it to get ahead of it. But Turki was already talking about that. Bill is refuting that. So it is what it is. You could believe who you want to believe on that. However, as I said before, it's too much shit done went down now, and this whole lot of talking and y'all, a lot of shit got heated. Like, this shit have to happen. You got to fight this nigga now. And bro, it's like there's no way around it. We come to find out both guys have agreed to the terms. And I'm like, why is he so adamant about fighting this guy? Because Bill is adamant about it. And some people say that Bill is high and he don't know what he's talking, man. The man tripping this and that. We haven't heard, I don't think I've heard Devin Haney come out adamantly and say, yeah, we want Norman next. If it is, y'all send me the clip, because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any, like I'm hearing Bill, but I don't hear Dev. Nigga, tell that nigga I said, tell that country nigga from Georgia that I said, nigga, I want the smoke. Did you get what I'm saying? That's what it is. So we're going to find out. But there is a term sheet, and both sides have agreed to the terms set forth by Turki Alashikh. I don't know what the money is. I don't care. Bill revealed that Turki is looking to make the fight for Riyadh season in November. Many fans doubt that this fight will happen, and understandably so. And I'm going to tell you why many fans doubt this fight will happen. Because nobody believes that Devin Haney really wants to fight Brian Norman Jr. People look at Brian Norman Jr. as in comparison to Devin Haney, is like a pit bull on a poodle. This is why people don't believe it. It's not the fact that they don't want to see the fight, or it's the fact that, man, ain't no way in the hell. They looking at it from a matchup standpoint. Man, are you sure about that? Yeah, you get what I'm saying? That's why they don't believe. Like, nah, hell no. That nigga, because people like, nah, Devin Haney, the Haneys ain't that stupid. That's what people are saying. Nah, the Haneys ain't that stupid. Nah, hey, this nigga just cap. this what Casino saying. Nah, them niggas ain't in the fight. The Haneys ain't that stupid. And Devin Haney don't talk. See, that's the thing. Devin Haney don't talk. So we saw Brian Norman give some interviews. I saw Brian Norman give interviews. I played it yesterday. He said, well, If I got to put somebody to sleep in order to wake y'all up, then I'll do it. So he doing interviews. He going out talking. You get what I'm saying? Devin Haney don't talk at all. So, you know, hell, even Terrence Crawford is talking. And y'all know Bud was real bad with the media for years, but hell, even Bud been doing well talking since the Errol Spence fight. Devin Haney don't even do that. So, you know, I really don't know. You get what I'm saying? But that nigga ain't said nothing. All we got is what Bill is saying, and Bill is saying I'm the representative of Dev. When you see me, you see Dev. When I talk, I'm talking for Dev. And as a matter of fact, I got a receipt to show y'all. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me show y'all this receipt first. Let me show y'all this receipt. Hold on. Oh, because I'm finna back up. I'm fixing to back up what I'm saying right now. Hold on, I got something for y'all right now. Hold on, wait me one moment. Let's see. Hold on, I'm finna pull it up right now. Y'all bear with me. Cause Dev confirmed. He say, what'd he say? I got a post where Devin says that everything my dad says, he says that everything my dad says, you know, I stand by or whatever. I'll pull it up. I'll find it because it is on his page. But he said everything my dad says, I stand by. He said something about I stand by everything my dad says. So whatever my dad say, I stand on that. So that's proof that Devin and his dad have a look. You go out there, do the talking. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna back up everything you say without saying nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? But I want to pull it up. I want to pull it up so you guys can see it. I showed it last week. I do have it. I retweeted it to myself, so y'all bear with me one moment. Many fans doubt that this fight will happen, and understandably so. From a stylistic standpoint, I don't see what Devin Haney sees in Norman Jr., you know what I mean, that he can exploit. And I'm saying from a stylistic standpoint. But, you know, Bill Haney has a trained eye. Bill Haney has trained with Floyd Mayweather Sr. and Jr. You know, he got Money May. You know, well, he didn't get Money May. He got he got Money May. He didn't get Pretty Boy Floyd. I don't think he got the Pretty Boy Floyd teachers. I think he got the Money May teachers. He didn't get the Pretty Boy Floyd teachers. You get what I mean? Pretty Boy was a mug. And then he got a little bit of sugar. He got a little bit of Sugar Shane from Sugar Shane. And then he got a little bit of that judo in him. That judo, you know, with Yoel Judah and Zab. So he got a little bit of that too. So you take the Zab style and you mix it with the Sugar Shane style, and you mix it with the Money May style, and then you mix it with the original, the father Floyd Mayweather Sr. You take all that together, you know what I mean? That's a hell of a combination to be. True. Hell of a combination to be. Yeah, I remember I was telling Brian Norman that shit yesterday. He said, yeah. He said, yeah. He said the nigga gonna get slept. Yeah, all the sugars. He got the sugars, the Floyds. He got Ice. He got Benny the Jeweler. You know, he ride around the private jets, and the nigga gonna get slept if he step in the ring by son. This one. He said, yeah, he can have all that. Then got the jewelry, the Ice, yeah, he can have all that, dog. But back to what I was saying, if he step his ass in the ring, goddamn it, you know, he said that shit. He said, what that got to do with that? You said all that. Ain't none of that got to do with boxing. What does that have to do with boxing? I said, no, the man got Ice. Hey, this another thing too, right? This what be killing me with some of these fans. Hey, this would be killing me some of these fans, right? They be, yeah, you know, he ain't got no swag. Nigga, my fighter know how to dress. Nigga, my fighter know how to dress. No, my fighter hip. My fighter, you know, they use non-boxing talking points to make a boxing argument. I hate, listen, bro, if there's a pet peeve of mine, hey, shout out to Big Stokes. Hey, Big Stokes, if there's a pet peeve of mine, I hate to see a fool online using non-boxing arguments, using non-boxing talking points to make a boxing argument. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. They use non-boxing talking points to make a boxing argument. Anyways. I mean, it is what it is. Does Devin Haney have better footwork than Brian Norman? Does Devin Haney have a better jab than Brian Norman? What about his defense, punching power, ring IQ, and stamina? Does, Brian Norman is a young, strong, I think he's 24 years old. Brian Norman is a young, strong, he's young and strong, and he can fight off the front foot and the back foot. He's hungry as well. Although Devin the Dream Haney has more experience than Norman, that doesn't always translate to a guaranteed victory. We'll see how these negotiations play out. As far as I'm concerned, I don't want to hear nothing. Somebody's selling wolf tickets. You don't got your ass in something, you can't back out now. Whether that be the Normans or whether that be the Haneys, you niggas gonna fight. I don't give a damn what nobody say. You niggas gonna fight. No, it got to go down. I don't want to hear nothing about it's shaky right now. Man, it's Buddy look like he don't want it. No, I don't want to hear none of that. I'm flaming who up. I'm flaming who up. Let y'all know right now. I don't want to hear none of that, boy. Right now, the next fight that I better be hearing for Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney is each other.
True.
Yeah. Anyways. In other news, there's always other news. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder has officially fired Malik Scott as his trainer. I looked it up. It's true. I Googled it. You get what I'm saying? And Google don't lie.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
I Googled it. You got to get your Googles up, your Googles. You see what I'm saying? I have a PhD in Googles. You know what I mean? I don't know Taekwondo. I don't know karate. I don't know Kung Fu. But I'm a 5th degree black belt in Google.
To this day. True.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? A 5th degree black belt in Google. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to my Googles, very hard to beat. Very hard to beat when I'm on my Google game. You get what I'm saying? My Googles. Now, don't get me wrong. There's no beef. They still friends. They still brothers. I think Deontay Wilder still cooks dinner for Malik Scott when Malik is not with his wife. You know what I mean? He still cook dinner for him. So I don't think that they fell out. They haven't fallen out. It's still good. You get what I'm saying? Wilder has gone to war with Malik Scott in some of his biggest defeats against Tyson Fury, Joseph Parker, and Zhilei Zhang. Since 2020, Wilder has lost 4 of his last 5 fights. 3 of them he lost by knockout. You get what I'm saying? Literally. Many fans believe that Malik snaked his way into the lead trainer position by convincing Deontay Wilder to fire Mark Breland. I don't have any proof of that. However, I am inclined to believe that because, you have an opportunity to step into the spotlight and be that lead guy and seeking you take a guy such as the Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder and see you can instill your knowledge inside of him to make him a better fighter. Ever since Wilder got rid of Mark Breland, bro, look at him. Look at him. Ever since Wilder got rid of Mark Breland, bro, it ain't been the same, fam. Y'all don't think that's a coincidence? You promote Malik Scott was on the team. You promoted Malik Scott as the lead trainer. You promoted Malik Scott as the lead trainer. Look how that turned out. He don't throw the jab no more. Him and Malik Scott dancing in the ring together. He cooking dinner for Malik Scott. Cut the nigga toenails. No, I'm exaggerating. I'm exaggerating about the toenails part, but y'all get my point. True. What is that? What is that? Oh, baby, is that you in the kitchen cooking? Baby, yeah, that's me in here cooking, baby. Baby, that's me in here cooking. Oh, Deontay, this is so sweet. You know what I mean? You know, you're having me coming home and, oh, you know, from a hard day's work, and I'm going to sit down and let you massage my feet, and you cooking me dinner. No, baby. Baby, what you means I's cooking you's dinners? You know, you cooking for me, right? No, I ain't cooking for you. Malik is on his way over here, baby. Yeah, get up. Help me set the table. I got Malik coming over here. True. Bro, I got receipts. What y'all know about me, man, I got receipts, bro. I don't play the video on here before. I can pull it up. All you gotta do, go into Google and type in Deontay Wilder says that he cooked for Malik Scott. You'll see it. You don't got with this nigga. This nigga had OnlyFans. You know, Malik Scott was a wild boy. I met Malik Scott. Malik Scott nice. Now he's a nice dude. Man had a OnlyFans. Man, I'm talking about, man. Oh my God, Malik Scott was wild, bro. Don't got rid of the brother, man. You get what I'm saying? Man, what's my man name? Mark Breeden ain't had a job in Boston since. True. Mark Breeden haven't had a job in Boston since, man. The man heart was just broken. I done took this nigga. This nigga didn't know how to throw a jab. He didn't know how to even jump rope. I took him from scratch. You know, when JD's done brought him to me, you know, he was nobody. I took him from scratch. We gave him a whole bunch of setup fights, tomato cans, hobos, and bombs.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches. Fight another bomb.
You know, we listen. We gave him 40 fights in a row or nobodies. You get what I'm saying? And this how he do me? I throw the towel in to save his life because he getting the brakes beat off of him, and he fired me and keep JD's. Anyways. Many fans believe that Scott was nothing more than a glorified yes man for Deontay Wilder. Whatever you think, it is painfully apparent that Deontay Wilder is at the tail end of his career. I think he's 40 years old now. He's either 40 or he will be 40 in the next couple of days or something. His next fight is on the Chitlin circuit against Tyrell Herndon. It will take place on BOK Prime at Charles Koch Arena in Wichita, Kansas. I think they think they're fighting at Wichita State University. It's hard to believe that Sorry about that. My bad. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. All right, we good. My bad. I don't know what the fuck happened. It just StreamYard just kicked out. I got this goddamn I got this IP thing on. I got Surfshark on too, so maybe Surfshark messing with it. But that's okay. Let me go back to reading. Let me go back to reading my monologue right quick. Where we at? Yeah, the man got rid of Mark Breeden. As I said before, many fans believe that Malik Scott is nothing more than a glorified yes man. Many fans believe that. Whatever you think, it's painfully apparent that Deontay Wilder is on the tail end of his career. His next fight, as I said before, is on the Chitlin circuit, BOK Prime. Do you guys remember when a fighter from Omaha, Nebraska, I don't want to say his name, but fighter from Omaha, Nebraska fought on that card? I ain't saying no names. And you remember what the same people who supported Deontay Wilder, now, do you remember what they were saying about BLK Prime? Nigga fighting on MLK Prime. He fighting on BET After Dark. Oh, man, he fighting, man, what the hell is a BLK? What the hell is the MLK? Oh, man, this man fighting on that. Now doggone Wilder fighting on the same BET After Dark app. We know Greg Hackett and Brian Norman Sr. fought over there. We saw how that turned out. Man, the man was charging people pay-per-view. To see the Brian Norman and Greg Hackett fight. Man, and bro, player, it was pitch black. It took an hour. Like the fight was supposed to start at like 9 o'clock. The fight did come on to 11:30. I will get to the super chat. The fight did come on to 11:30. You get what I'm saying? Listen, the fight did come on to 11:30, and when it did come on, there was no lights. We couldn't see. Doggone Greg Hackett was streaming the fight live from his phone, and Greg Hackett reception looked a whole lot better than the BOK reception. True. Like, man, god damn, dog. You get what I'm saying? Like, this man streaming from his cell phone. Greg Hackett had an iPhone 7 Plus. He was streaming from, and his stream from the iPhone 7 looked 10 times better than the BOK stream. I'm like, man, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? So as I said before, this is what it was. It's hard for me to believe that Wilder and Anthony Joshua were once the darlings of the heavyweight division. Some of y'all don't even remember that. The year was 2018, 7 years ago. And Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder were both undefeated, and they ruled the heavyweight division by owning all of the titles. And they were supposed to be en route to face off for an undisputed championship fight. You guys remember that? Oh, let's go back. After Wilder fought Tyson Fury to a draw in 2018, he planned to move on to face Joshua. That was the plan. In March of 2019, DAZN, they had a meeting with Deontay Wilder and his handlers, Shelly Finkel and all of them. DAZN offered Deontay Wilder a $100 million contract for a 3-fight deal, including 2 against Anthony Joshua. It was going to be $20 million for Dominique Brazil and $40 million apiece to fight Anthony Joshua. So Wilder would beat Joshua. If Joshua wanted to rematch, that's another, you get what I'm saying, another 40 and all that stuff there. You know what I mean? So they had that, the 2 fight against Anthony Joshua. But he declined the deal, citing dishonesty. He also said it was a slave contract. $100 million slave contract. Joshua moved on to fight Andy Ruiz Jr., and he suffered his first loss. And then he rematched him and stuff like that. He hasn't been able to properly find his footing since going 6-4 in the last 6 years. And I'm talking about Joshua. Joshua, his last 10 fights, he won 6 and lost 4 of them. Something of that sort. Lost twice to Usyk, once to Andy Ruiz, and he just lost to Daniel Dubois. Wilder ended up moving on to face Tyson Fury 2 more times, and he lost both by knockout, going 1-4 in his previous 6 years. 1-4. Fast forward to 2025, and both Wilder and Joshua are washed up. Then it's back to Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. Let's get back to them. What weaknesses do you think Devin the Dream Haney sees in Brian Norman Jr. that he can exploit, since he's so adamant, according to his father, so adamant about fighting Brian Norman Jr. next? Do you believe that the Haneys are making a big mistake by pushing for the Norman Jr. fight? Or do you believe that Devin's experience inside of the ring will be too much for Brian Norman Jr. to overcome? Tell me, what do you think? Today's show is sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. If you are in the city of Tampa, download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. Type in Foster's Barbershop in your phone and book an appointment. You know, the Foster's Barbershop is open Monday through Friday, closed on the weekends. You can book an appointment. And I promise you that when you get there, you don't have to worry about waiting 20 hours after you get the appointment. Because sometimes you get some places you go to, you get an appointment at 10 o'clock and you don't get in the chair till 12:30. You know how it is. He did this barber backed up. Oh man, hey man, look here, man. Thank you for working with me, man. Man, the guy who came before you, the guy who booked before you, he came kind of late. So I got him in your spot. I got him in your slot right now. As soon as I finish with him, you know what I mean? Then I got 2 more people. Then I'm gonna get you in there, okay? But man, I had an appointment for 10:30. Yeah, I know. You know how it is. You get what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, you ain't gotta worry. You ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about that at Foster's Barbershop. You ain't gotta go through that. Not at Foster's Barbershop. You get what I'm saying? Let them know that Coach sent you. Coach Malachi sent you. You get a 10% discount. You can also there's a tiki bar in the back, and it has AstroTurf where you can play golf as well. So if you want to rent the facility in order to do events or some type of function or whatever, watch sports or whatever, just get in contact with the boy over there at Foster's Barbershop, my brother. Let's give our sponsors and everybody a chat round of applause. Yeah. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. What Dolph say? Came outside today, water on water. Hey, when I drop these phone lines, I ain't dropped them yet, but when I drop the phone lines, y'all make sure y'all call the old boy.
I want you to call me.
Yeah, I seen the old hoe ass nigga. I seen the what the whole nigga. I seen the whole ass nigga. I'm sitting back. I got man. Listen, man. I got this. What the whole nigga who called the show from London. I see this whole nigga from London. He's stalking me. Nigga try to leave. Listen, he got so much of that Haney meat in his mouth. He got so much of that Haney meat in his mouth. You know what I mean? He leaving all kind of. He stalking that nigga. Yeah, nigga. You keep hating on the Haneys and this and that. I'm like, fam, you way over there in the UK. What you talking about? Nigga, like the dude just stalking me. He can't like digitally he's stalking me. He can't get enough of the old boy. Can't get enough. Like nigga, didn't we block you? Didn't we send you back to your mammy house? Old chap. You get what I'm saying? Nigga, get off my dizzy.
True.
Yeah. You act like you want a nigga to make love to you.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love you.
Yeah. I be thinking some of my stalkers and trolls. I think they want to make love. I don't swing that way. I like women, fam. I like women. Anyways, it is what it is. Before we get into the show, we gotta say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that sarcastically, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
That nigga pain free. Whole lot of more, bad boy. Whole lot of more. Swear to God, I got a whole lot of more. To that whole ass nigga, you know what it is.
Let me address something to some of the haters out there about me. Y'all can kiss my ass. Twice.
You can kiss the ass twice, both cheeks. Take your time when you do it too.
True.
What the whole nigga name? You can't. The nigga name Ro. I think the nigga name Ro. Take your time when you do it too. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We going. Let me stop. Hey, that was a low blow. Even for me.
There's nothing that I can do. Sorry, I moved my camera. There's nothing that I can do other than just be patient. Let these boys keep talking that smack and me be who I am. Damn, phone number falling. I mean, my bad. Look.
Damn, sitting there like, bro, I just be, bro. So y'all think I'm the bad guy. I'm not. I be chilling, minding my own business, dog. I be chilling, dog. Y'all don't understand. Niggas be sending me all kind of messages. Niggas just be hating all in the deep. Like, most of the messages, the comments I get are great. But then he got it's like 2-3 niggas. They create 25 different accounts. And yeah, nigga, I can't stand you, nigga. You know it's still because they keep saying the same shit. Yeah, this she-block. Okay, this the whole nigga from the UK named Ro. Okay, this the other nigga. All right, this E-Money. Okay, this Saudi Big Nuts. Okay, this whole KG. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, they have an obsession. And they just keep coming back. Why do you keep coming back? You know what I mean? Niggas, they in love. Niggas in love. You know what I'm saying? They in love. I tell you what, man, squabble up. Old pussy ass nigga, what's going on, boy? I'm telling you, boy, I'm knock your fuck ass out, boy. Blow for blow, pound for pound, nigga. I got the title, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, for the knock one of you what kind of niggas out. Nigga, I got these hands, nigga. I'm throwing them paws at the nigga for the knock ass down again, nigga. Get your ass back up, nigga. Don't run, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I want a hole of smoke. Nigga, I'm throwing them paws, nigga. I'm putting them hands on you, nigga. I told you what I'm gonna do to you, nigga. Catch you with the check left hook. Nigga, check left hook, nigga. I told you, boy, pound for pound, nigga. I'm the best. This more action than any Devin Haney fight. Put these paws on you, nigga. I told you, I got your back up, nigga. I got your back up. Nigga, watch that check left foot, knock your ass down again, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm telling you, boy, we ain't even playing over here, boy. Hey, they throwing paws. I ain't even seen lie to you, boy.
Yep, that's right. I'm running things. Cream corn. That's why they call me that. Smooth. I got more measure for your pleasure. Stick with me, baby. I'll have you farting through silk. And let a nigga mess with me. I'll jump on him. All 93 pounds of pure dynamite.
Hey, you know what? See, listen. I gotta do this for the new people because we've been getting subscribers like crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. Like, I want to thank everybody for sharing these shows, but like sharing these shows and stuff because we've been growing like crazy. We almost at 40,000. We need less than 300. We need less than 300 more subscribers to get to 40,000, and we'll probably be there by next week. We'll probably be there by next week. You get what I'm saying? So that's, you know what I mean. So we're doing very well. We're doing very, very well. Like literally, like the past couple of months, especially the past month, we've been on kind of like fire a little bit. And again, and we doing it brick by brick. We doing it brick by brick. You guys know I had the analytics right here. I had an analytics. You know what I mean? I got the analytics right here. I got the analytics right here. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, boy. Look at these analytics right here, boy. These motherfuckers looking shit like showing up, and we're doing it organically. I ain't spent the dime. You know what I mean? I haven't paid for no advertising or anything. I mean, I can. My mentor is telling me you probably need to put some money behind, run some ads on your channel. He's telling me to run some ads on my channel and do a lot more collaborations with other channels. You know what I mean? So I'm looking to do that as well. Do some collabs with other channels. But I'm talking about not just. I'm saying outside of boxing. Let's see, Gooch Grease. Hold on. What a video. Hold on. Where the video at? Gooch Grease. Where the video? Hold on. Gooch Grease. I got the video. Hold on. Because some of these niggas suffering from Gooch Grease, boy. Y'all got that Gooch Grease? Is that BuzzFeed? Or what a Gooch Grease, boy? I'm talking about, boy. Listen, I got to do it. I got to do it. I have to. I got to do it. Here it go right here. I saw that maxi pad. Boy, I saw that Kotex. These niggas wearing Kotex out here, man.
True.
Yeah, I ain't want to do it, boy. I got to do it. I got you got to. No, I got to do it. I got to do it, boy. You know what I mean? These niggas wearing Kotex. Everybody know these niggas wearing Kotex. Coming up to me talking about they got a big flex. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear nothing about your Rolex. You niggas wearing Kotex. Stalk a nigga. Every time I turn around, you want to stalk a nigga. A little short, thick nigga. Thick, stocky nigga.
True.
Every time I turn around, they haters want to stalk a nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah, we finna hold on. Let me pull it up. Where is that? Boy, that Gooch Grease got you niggas. But they got them in their feelings right now. This it right here? Yeah, this it. Yeah. No, this it right here. Hold on. Now, this ain't it. This it? Yeah, this it right here. That's it right there. We gonna put that one in the cut. We gonna put that one in the cut because I gotta get on these niggas' ass today, man. I ain't lightening up. I'm gonna tighten up. And I'm on the sticky. So you ought to know what time that is.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Nigga, please.
Yeah, it is. But they got the wrong one. But I don't know what they be thinking about. He must don't know. He can't know. He can't know. Hey, Jab. Hey, shout out to Jab Queen. He must don't know. He can't know. He can't know. Shout out to Constantine. Hey, okay. Dropping 3/4 of the dub on your boy. He say, Coach, Dell looked bad in one fight, and the masses done summed up his whole career as trash, runner, and pillow fisted. Ryan looked horrible in his last fight, and I bet y'all big him up next. Shaking my damn head. Hey, Constantine, you know what? You make a valid point because this is what it is. Devin Haney is the guy that a lot of people don't like him. Now they pay attention to him because they don't like him. You get what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. You're saying that ain't nobody saying nothing about Ryan Garcia, but they keep talking about Dev. That goes to prove that Dev he's a very popular fighter. Now he might be popular for all of the wrong reasons, but to say his career was trash and label him as a runner based on one fight. And if you listen to anything I said, I've always said that. Is it fair to label him a runner just based on one fight? Is it fair to do that? He ran his one fight. He's never done that before. So you can say, well, he ran the last fight. And I still say that. I told Bill that. No, because he ain't never fought like that. You know, so, but however, is it fair to label him that just based on that one fight? And me personally, I don't think it's fair to do that, to be fair. Shout out to Mr. G4L. For dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, Debo Dev. That's a new name, round one. Debo Dev. He say, Coach, some back end money. He say, keep up the good work. Salute. Hey, shout out to Mr. G4L, man. He say, salute to the members, much love. Yes, sir. Yo, hey, you ought to know what time it is, man. We got to hit him with the huggy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? These niggas got Gooch Grease. I don't know why they whole nigga keep fucking with me. Knowing goddamn well. But they got that Gooch Grease. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's do this. Let's start the show out like this here. Let's start it out like this because I don't want nobody thinking I'm capping. We gonna get into the show. We're gonna get into the show, but I want to show y'all that whole nigga from the UK. See, this is your problem. You suffer from Gooch Grease right now. Right now, boy, your Kotex is acting up. Y'all want to know what Gooch Grease is? Here we go.
To the Factor Uncensored. When my producer sent me this topic, I had to stop my lunch. I just couldn't eat anymore. It's a male hygiene problem or issue called Gooch Grease. I was like, what the hell is that? And after Googling it, I was bothered.
You heard what he said? He said after Googling it, he was bothered.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Let's continue.
Victimize, bamboozle, led astray. It's described as a culmination of lint, sweat, and dried up pieces of feces between a man's butt and balls.
See what I noticed. See a lot of I ain't want to do it, but y'all making me do it. See, a lot of you, not the Devin Haney fans. If you're a fan of Devin Haney, this is not for you. If you get offended about what I'm fixing to say, you the nigga I'm talking about. But you Haney maniacs, like y'all, I get it now. You got lint, feces, and dust between your balls and your booty hole. And what it is you irritated down there, and it's itching and it's irritating you, and y'all coming over here, you get what I'm saying? I just got to throw that out there. Now I get what's going on. Let's hear it one more time.
Gooch Grease. I was like, what the hell is that? And after Googling it, I was bothered. Victimize, bamboozle, led astray. It's described as a culmination of lint, sweat, and dried up pieces of feces between a man's butt and balls. First of all, who are these men?
He say, first of all, who are these men? All he got to do is come on YouTube. You're going to see a whole bunch of these niggas in the chat. Yeah, nigga, hold up what you say about Devin Haney. I don't like what you say about Tank. And yeah, and what you say about Sugar Shakur. And I'm like, listen, if you want to know who these men is, tell them to come to the YTC, the Boston community. You're going to see a whole bunch of them in chats. True. Oh, shit, I can help them with that. First of all, who are these men? They right here. True. Anyways, let's continue.
But the problem is so bad for some men, according to some reports, they now have to use women's maxi pads to stop the mixture from messing up their underwear.
So now y'all get it. Now y'all get it. So when y'all arguing with a nigga online and he acting crazy, maybe he feeling kind of Gucci today. Maybe he feeling Gucci. The Gooch Grease is acting up. You get what I'm saying? He down there scratching. He's scratching down there. He doing there scratching. You know what's going on? Yeah, man, my Gooch Grease acting up. And I don't like this whole ass nigga Coach Malachi. He right here talking bad about Dev. You know I ain't saying that about Dev. No, nigga, you talking about Dev. Hold on. What's wrong, man? I'm itching right now. I'm itching right now. No, nigga don't see scratching down there. The Gooch Grease acting up. You know, he got the ball juice and the lint and the dirt and the doo-doo balls, and you know, and it's mixed all together, and he's scratching. Then when he stick his hand up, you know, his everything black under his nails. He got nails full of Gooch Grease. Nigga coming over here talking that flair popping that wheat. Gooch Grease ass nigga. You Haney-Maniacs guy, Gooch Grease.
It's a mixture now. Let's get into this. Joining me to talk about it, Steph Schaffner, influencer Bevan Biggers, and media personality KG Smooth, and comedian and sports journalist Barry Laminack. So Barry, have you? I don't know what to do. But Barry, when you walked in, you dropped this.
I don't get it, nigga. Hey, and he grabbing it. This must be, oh, bro. He gotta be a Haney-Maniac. And he put it up. Oh my Lord, oh my bro. But look here, man. You know what, dog? Listen, let's get the Haney-Maniacs and the Gooch Grease boys a round of applause. Get a round of applause. Yeah. I get it now. I get it. I didn't understand it before. But now I get it. Y'all, you niggas got Gooch Grease. You get what I'm saying? You crashing out right now. You got Gooch Grease. I get it now. I get it. Anyway, let's get into the show. Now, let's see. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. As I said before, fam, I don't know what he see. I don't see it, but you know, again, I don't have the trained eye that a Devin Haney would have or a Bill Haney would have, you know. So as I said before, maybe they see something. Shout out to Highlight Space, shout out to SP Got Beats, Goku, Master Goku. I don't see what they see, but again, they have the trained eye. You know, they got the eye of the tiger. They don't work with Money May and Floyd Sr. They don't work with Sugar Shane. They don't work with Yoel's you know what I mean, Yoel Judah. So you know, they got insight into things from a stylistic standpoint that people like me and you, us peons, can't see. I damn so can't see it. Shout out to Dub right side. Shout out to Dub. Dub, what's going on, fam? Yeah, we Miss Black Panther said, Coach, you a fool. No, hey, Miss Black Panther, somebody gotta tell it. These niggas got Gooch Grease, and it explains their behavior. These niggas got Gooch Grease coming over here, talking crazy in comment sections. You know, get what I'm saying? You know, these niggas got Gooch Grease. How about what the fuck they want to do to me? Knowing damn well I know a little Bruce Lee. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I heard these niggas got Gooch Grease, but they can't fuck with me. You get what I'm saying? Hey, I'm finna go to the studio. And I'm coming out of retirement. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Hey, I don't make my mind up. I'm finna round up the posse. I'm finna hook up with one of these jitterbugs who be making these fire beats, fire ass beats that these young fighters be rapping on. These young rappers be rapping on. I said, yeah, dog, I need one of them good old trap beats, dog. I'm finna come out of retirement. I'm finna make a diss record. I'm dissing all my trolls, bots, and haters. True. Yeah. True. We gonna name that bitch the Gooch Grease Boys. That's gonna be the name of the song. Hey, Jam Queen. The name of the song will be the Gooch Grease Boys. The Gooch Grease Boys. You get what I'm saying? That's going to be the name of the song. The Gooch Grease Boys. You know what I mean? You might as well. You know what I mean? I'm talking about these boys. I'm talking about these dudes crashing out, fam. They crashing out for nothing. Just crash dummies. You get what I'm saying? Oh, let's go over here though. Let me see. I want to see something because that's Deontay Wilder. That's Deontay Wilder. Let me see. Oh no, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. I really don't. You know, I ain't gonna say nothing because you know, I don't want to talk nobody out of nothing. I don't want to talk nobody out of nothing, man. So who am I to tell a man? You know, who am I to tell a man anything? But I'm trying to think. Let me drop the phone line because I want to know. I want to know. Do you guys see anything? But before I do, let's do this now. I told y'all I had the receipt. Oh, did I move it? I told y'all I had the receipt. Oh, here it go right up. Now, if you Google this, this is true. This is true. But there's no beef. There's no beef. There's no beef between the two. Let me show y'all this. Now, I looked this up. When I saw this on here, I looked it up. And it's coming back tenfold. It said, report, Deontay Wilder and trainer Malik Scott have parted ways ahead of his fight this weekend. Deontay Wilder said, we're brothers and always will be brothers. We talk a lot. He said, we talk all the time and there's nothing bad between us. Some things changed. You get what? Some things changed. And this was one of those times. You know, he said, sometimes things change and this is one of those times. Deontay Wilder. He said that to the Montgomery Independent. So I think Montgomery, Alabama. So, you know, they parted ways, him and Malik Scott. Now, you know, I ain't gonna lie, again, and again, now some people gonna be like, oh man, you talking bad about the brother. You happy, coach, that he got rid of the brother man. I said, what was that same energy when Deontay Wilder got rid of Mark Breland? Mark Breland was a brother man, right? Y'all didn't have that energy when he got rid of Mark Breland. So miss me with the brother man shit because y'all have selective outrage. You pick and choose when you want to be upset about something. You'll see when one brother man get done wrong, you ain't got nothing to say. When a brother man get done wrong that you like, all of a sudden, goddamn it, you want to start a revolution. Nah, we ain't doing that. Let's see what the people got to say. This guy say Wilder might actually have a chance winning now. This guy say this should have happened a long time ago. MF started losing once Malik Scott came into the picture. He said maybe he will win this time around. You know, now we shall see tomorrow. Y'all remember that song? I think they fight tomorrow. Y'all remember that song about Michael Jackson? This time around, ain't taking no shit. Say you steady trying to diss me. Why they wanna diss me? This time around, y'all look that song about Michael Jackson. This time around, this guy right here say Malik Scott probably told him he should hang up the gloves, and Wilder probably was like, "F out of here." Okay, all right. Hey, Marco said definitely not brothers. That's why you had to split. This dude say definitely not his brother because if he was, he would have slept with his girlfriend. Wow. Okay, yeah. Deontay Wilder slept with his brother's girlfriend. You know what I mean? No, he was in love with her. This guy say, thank God. I ain't gonna lie, but it's too late. This dude right here say past his prime to do something now. Should have parted ways 10 years ago when his footwork was ass, much like it is now. You know what I mean? Hits like a truck, moves like the Titanic. This guy say good. He said, I remember when Malik Scott entered the ring to hug Zaylee Zane first. That's true. That's true. Hey, that's true, bro. Bro, that's true. When Wilder got knocked out by Zaylee Zane, that ain't the funny part. Malik Scott jumped in the ring and he immediately he walked past Wilder, ran over there to Zaylee Zane corner because he knew Zaylee Zane trainers and stuff over there. And he immediately went over there and hugged him. Wilder laid out on the ground. Wilder laid out on the ground in a coma. In a coma. You get what I'm saying? Malik Scott don't stepped over Wilder's body, went over there to Zaylee Zane, gave him a hug and gave the man some sugar.
True.
Hey, bro. Bro, it's on video, fam. It's on video. Hey, Miss Black Panther. Shout out to Bruce Gas. It's on video. I say, damn, man, you gonna leave your mans like that? This man cooked for you. You know what I mean? I cooks for Malik. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, so I just want to show y'all that. Now, Wilder should have been got rid of Malik Scott. I mean, not as a friend, but he should have been got rid of him because you got to have people around you that's not going to be a yes man. But but if you got somebody around you that's being a yes man, maybe that's what that person wanted. Because I used to hear that what's my main man name? Mark Brealey used to tell Wilder, man, you got to work on this. You got to work on that. Man, we got to go to work on this and that. And Wilder had the mentality of, all I need is 2 seconds. Once I land that right hand, that's it. And Malik Scott, not Malik Scott, but Mark Brealey was like, look, man, I can't tell you what you want to hear, man. Like you that ain't gonna work with every fighter. And then when you fought Tyson Fury that first fight, and you were swinging all wide and wild. You dropped him twice, but you were swinging all wide and wild and missing by a mile, and you was coming off balance. Remember, his feet was off balance, almost falling when he swung at Tyson Fury when he missed. You get what I'm saying? And Mark Brealey would tell him, like, look, man, we got stuff to work on, but he didn't want to hear that. And Malik Scott was in his ear telling him sweet nothings. Well, Deontay, you having a brilliant boxing mind, and being very analytical in your thinking, just the way the things that you have accomplished thus far is nothing short of a miracle. I can just imagine what you would have did to a young Muhammad Ali, a George Foreman, or a Ron Lyles or Sonny Liston and stuff like that, because no one has ever felt the power of the right hand that you possess, the power that you possess in your right hand. So Wilder from Alabama, so it didn't really take much. It didn't really, Wilder. Not saying because he's from Alabama he's slow. He's not slow because he's from Alabama. But I'm saying Wilder, it was easy for Malik Scott to run that game on him. Malik Scott from Philly. I think Malik Scott from Philly. So he don't ran that Philadelphia shuffle down on him. He don't put the Philadelphia shuffle on him, got in his head, went to telling them all kind of crazy stuff. You want to know how I know? I'm going to show you right now. This is how I know. I know what I'm talking about. Y'all remember this? Human media always misquoting me for the sake of clickbait. And because they know their fellow humans are the most easiest creatures to finesse. I never said that the Bronze Bomber was the closest thing to Muhammad Ali in this time. My exact words was, Deontay Wilder is 10 times more skilled inside of the ring than Muhammad Ali ever was. And that he's beaten 10 times more battles outside of the ring than Muhammad Ali ever did. Now go write that ish. We on our side, Bomb Squad. You know what? As soon as he said that, he's supposed to be fired right then.
True.
If you don't know that's cap. If you don't know the man blowing smoke, if you don't know the man blowing smoke up your ass and goddamn and telling you it's raining outside, then I don't know what that is. He's supposed to been fired, not fired, fired. They supposed to been fired him. Yo, dog, you got to go.
True.
Hey, Jab Queen, you can't, you know what I mean? You know what, Malik? You the only one believes in me. You's the only one believes in me. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Anyways. Again, bro, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you, bro. That nigga Brian Norman scare me, fam. I don't scare easy. I don't scare easy, bro. But that dude Brian Norman scare me, bro. Like me personally, again, I'm not the fighter. I'm not the manager, the father, none of that. But I do understand styles make fights. I mean, that dude scared me. He scared me because I'm telling you why. Because his confidence is at an all-time high right now. His confidence is at an all-time high right now. He feeling some type of way. And that boy punching. Oh, no sound? Somebody said no sound. Oh, what's going on? Can y'all hear me? Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Okay, y'all can't hear me. All right, cool. Okay, cool. All right, we good. Yeah, Ruben Allen, if you can't hear me, fam, that's on you. That's on you. That ain't on me. Y'all can hear me. That's on you. Hey, but what you say, Kate? What you say, Kate? Kate, man, saying Malik be eating good gooch. Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on. Hey, I got you. Yeah. I don't know what that is right there. He said I ain't got no sound. I don't know what you talking about. Anyway, hold on. Let me get the super chat. Shout out to the Jab Queen. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub. She said no. Devin deserves grace for his past performance because he was traumatized. But if he run again, I'm on his ass. She said, hold on. So Jab Queen is saying she gonna stall him out. Nah, coach, we gonna stall him out right now. We gonna stall him out. You know what I mean? But if he do it again, hey, listen, shout out to that 90s shit. Shout out to that 90s shit. Hey, look here, we stall him out now. But if he do it again, see, that's where I'm at. Where I'm at with it, Jab Queen, I'm where you at with it. No, we gonna stall him out. But if he do it again, we got to get him.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, that's what we gonna do. We gonna stall him out. We gonna stall him out now. We gonna stall him out. But if he do it again, we on his ass. I'm calling Bill. Hey, Bill, look here, man. Ain't trying to hear that shit, dog. My nigga, you told me y'all had all these tools in the toolbox. We looking for the tools. We looking for the tools right now. Cause hey, listen, we don't see the road runner. We don't. I did bullshit. No, we don't see the road runner now. We don't see BB. We don't see that one. We don't want that tool. We talk about all them other tools you say you got. We need to see those tools, fam. That's all I'm saying. You said you got the tool. See, I swear, I'm a whole builder. That's it, dog, my nigga. You told everybody over here that y'all had a bunch of tools. My nigga, we need to see those tools. We need to see those tools. Now, I ain't trying to hear it, dog. You said, this what you said now. You said y'all had a bunch of tools. That's what you said. So we looking for the tools. That's all. I don't know what tool. I don't know what tool it is. This fight, I'm gonna do better fact. Boy, I swear, but they better be lucky. I ain't got Turki Alashikh number, boy. If I had Turki Alashikh number, boy, I'll be on the phone with him right now, boy. Tired of this shit. Hello. Hello. Hey, Turki Alashikh, what's up, baby boy? Who is this? This goes Malik Scott, True Media Podcast, TMP family. Hey, check it out though, right? Who you know what it is, man. Cut all that. Anyway, yeah, check it out though. Listen. We need this fight to happen. What fight are you talking about, brother? I'm talking about the Devin the Dream Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. We need this fight to happen. I don't care how much sand in the Arabian desert that you're going to have to move in order to make this fight happen. You need to make it happen. I don't care where the fight happens at. We would like for this fight to happen over here in America. Let it happen in America. You can do it at the Georgia Dome or something. Can we do it in Atlanta? Can we do it in Atlanta? Or we can't do it in Atlanta. We can do it in New York or something. But we got to have, because this fight here for the hood. This is for the hood. We gonna label this fight. Because Brian Norman Jr., they came up, they're a blue collar working family. That's a blue collar working family. And the Haneys are more like, they're more like lavish. You get what I'm saying? You got Dollar Bill, my favorite character in the Players Club. I love Bernie Mac and that character. We got Dollar Bill, you got Devin the Dream Haney, you got Benny the Jeweler, you got Ice, you got private jets, and on private planes, exotic women, and then you just got Brian Norman Jr., old junkyard dog that's ready for the scrap. What I need you to do, I need you to make sure. And this for the hood. This for the hood, Turkey. This for the hood. I need you to make sure that this fight happens. You want to know why? Because Bill Haney talking a whole lot of goddamn shit, and we need him to back that shit up. We need Dollar Bill to back that shit up. He's dead serious about it. I think they see something, so I need you to make that happen. If you don't make another fight, now, I know now's not a word, but just take it and run with it. If you don't make now another fight, you better make this one.
True.
Listen, I would tell Turkey that right now. I know that His Excellency, all that sound good. Look here, man. All I want you to do, dog, is make this fight. Cause this nigga, they on a shit talking. They on a world tour, a shit talking world tour right now. If you don't make there another fight, you gonna make this one. Oh, you gotta make this one. Oh, no. Bro, no. You making this fight.
True.
No, you making this fight. No, you making this fight. Hey, what it say? He said the Georgia Dome been gone for 25 years, Ali. Wait, but you know what I'm talking about. hey, Ali, you know what I'm talking about. You know, the Georgia Dome, the whatever the name of it is right now, it need to happen in Atlanta. How about that?
True.
Yeah, it need to happen in Atlanta. It need to happen in Atlanta. If not Atlanta, we gonna take it to New York, and we ain't talking about the Hulu Theater, cause we try to sell out the Barclays Center. We sell out the Barclays for this. This one here for the hood. This is for the hood right here. This is for the hood. The hood versus the suburbs. You know, Devin Haney is the. You know, he would be looked upon as the golden child. You know, when I was young, I used to ride around in a Rolls Royce with Floyd Mayweather. You know, when I was young. He taught me everything that I know. He taught me the shoulder roll. I perfected it. He taught me the sweet science, how to stick and move, how to hit and not get hit. He taught me the famous, probing jab to the solar plex. He taught me all of these things, and how to turn on a dime, how to work the angles at a 45, how to turn the angles on a 45 and all that stuff there. He taught me all of that. You know what I mean? And then I got some of the wisdom, because even though I didn't meet Sugar Ray Robinson, R.I.P. to him, even though I did meet Sugar Ray Leonard, but I didn't get any training from him, but I got training from another Sugar Shane Mosley. So I was able to take some of the knowledge and wisdom and skills that I got from Sugar Shane, and I was able to put that into my repertoire to mix it and combine it with what I learned from Mr. Like I said before, and then on top of that, then I got a chance to get with Yoel Judah, and get some of that knowledge from them. So I was blessed at a young age. I'm a multimillionaire. So this will be looked upon as the hood versus the suburbs. Just because he's from the suburbs don't mean he can't fight. But the junkyard dog, he hungry. The junkyard dog, he's starving. The junkyard dog is rough. The junkyard dog, he just want to fight. Like, you know what, dog? It's gonna be like a pit bull on a poodle. Hey, shout out to Cole. Hey, it's gonna be like a pit bull on a poodle. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you that. When I get to shaking them, when that pit, hey, Casino like prayers, Casino train pits. When that pit hit you, hack up. When that pit hit you and lock on you, boy, that's it. Boy, it's gonna take. It might take gunshots or hot water or mace to get that dog to let go. Hey, Casino, when a pit bull lock on you, right? How do you get him off somebody? How do you get the pit bull? If the pit bull lock on you, they call it lockjaw. If the pit bull lock on you, how do you get the pit? How do you get the pit to separate? You get what I'm saying? I know Casino know. I had a homeboy named Sam. He ended up shooting his dog in the head. Hold on, YouTube, Facebook. I'm not promoting violence against animals. Please, I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying, I'm telling what my homeboy did. And what it say? He said breaking stick. What you mean breaking stick? I don't understand that. You say choke. One eye can't say choke it out. Nah, Casino. Hey, I need Casino. Casino know. Casino, cause this is what Casino do. If you lock on him, because the man, it's gonna be like a. And I can hear Brian Nova Sr. right now. Look here. Hey, B, check this out, B. Yeah, what's that, Dad? Look here. If you don't do nothing else, you knock this nigga out. Nigga, you can't come back home. You ain't getting on no plane with me. You ain't gonna be none of that. You can't even come back home to Georgia. You can't come back home in Atlanta, you know, without knocking this nigga out. He got to be sleep. I'm telling you, he got to be sleep. That's it. If you go 12 rounds and beat him for 12 rounds straight, that's a loss to me. That's a loss. Anything less than a knockout is unacceptable.
True.
Hey, he say a breaking stick is like a crowbar for dogs. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. You know I don't know. I don't know. Hey, we gonna need a crowbar. We gonna need a crowbar. Oh boy. Hey, we gonna say a special prayer. We gonna say a special prayer for them boys.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
You know, if the Lord can help Gilligan get off the island, if the Lord can help Gilligan get off the island, I'm pretty sure the Lord can help us make this fight happen. And listen, I'm finna drop these phone lines, man. 530-494-9636. Y'all call the old boy, man. Phone lines are open.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Hey, Jamie, talk to me, fam.
Coach, man, I heard that Gooch Grease shit. It's a serious disease. Is that true?
It's an epidemic. It's an epidemic amongst whole niggas.
Bro, I guarantee them motherfuckers get no pussy, bro. Zero action. They soft.
Who gonna give him some? What woman want to give a man some? Give these Haney-Maniacs and these Tanker Maniacs, all the other maniacs. Why woman want to get them some and they got Gooch Grease?
Bro, and coach, man, this guy, bro, Deontay Wilder, who the hell is he fighting now? Another nobody? Like, I hate to call him that.
He's fighting, bro. He's fighting Herdon. He's fighting Terrell Herndon.
Bro.
Yeah. In the Wichita
I've never heard of the guy, bro. And I don't want to knock him, bro. But to think that Wilder was a world champion, bro, this is embarrassing. How the hell does he benefit from this, man? Is that going to line him up for a title shot,
Well,
so who's next?
This is the thing, right? I think that I think Wilder's big money paydays have kind of passed him now. He's worked with Turki Alashikh on 2 cards, and he got beat by Joseph Parker, and he got, of course, knocked out by Zaylee Zhang. Yeah. So I just think it's at a point to where, like, you can't put him in there with no top guys because he can't beat any top guys. So I think he's got to start all. I think he might be starting all over from the bottom again.
Man, well, he has to. But to be honest with you, man, for me, man, this fight is a joke. Why don't you? Why doesn't he try to avenge? One of those losses like Lennox Lewis did. You know what I mean? See, coach, I don't blame Wilder for wanting this fight. He's like me. At my age, I only want easy fights, man.
Yeah.
Picking and choosing like opponents like Canelo be doing.
Yeah.
And let's not forget, that spin move, coach, that he did against Dan when he got knocked out. Only elite fighters do that move. You know what I'm saying? But I got a serious question for you, coach. I got a serious question for you, man.
Hey, go ahead.
Are you trying to get Devin Haney, my boy, beat up again?
Huh? What you mean? How am I trying to get him beat up?
Yo, Devin, if you're listening, don't listen to Coach, man. Yo, Coach, you good with them? What is it? The jumping cables you call it?
No. That's a fight. You heard what happened yesterday. That's a fight they said they want.
Yeah,
they said they want the fight. So, bro, I'm thinking. Do he see something? Maybe it's something that he see or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, man, I don't. I got cat. I don't see it, bro. I swear to God, I don't see it. I'm like, man, all I see is pain.
Nah, Coach, I'm talking with you, bro. But listen, seriously, bro, I see the same thing you see, bro. Haney, bro, stay away from that boy, man. You know what I mean? that boy's gonna be too much for you, for real, man. I like Haney, bro. He's got balls, but man, I don't give him a chance, man. They call him Chinny and Pillow Fisted, bro. It's gonna show a fight night, man. That boy right there, it's a serious threat, man. That's what I got, Coach.
Hey, that nigga. Hey, y'all remember Clubber Lane? Y'all remember Clubber Lane stepped the doggone Balboa? You know, y'all remember they were interviewing Clubber Lane for the Rocky 3 fight? And he said, Clubber Lane, well, what is your prediction? He said, prediction. Let me hold on. He said prediction. What the hell is this? He said pain. Lots of pain. I'm trying to answer his phone. You know what I mean? Pain. Lots of pain. Carla, hold on. Hey, Clubber Lane, what is your strategy? Strategy? Don't need one. Knock his ass out. That's the strategy. That's all I need. Knock his ass out. But listen, Clubber Lane was in that motherfucker doing that Marvin Hagler training. Nigga was doing sit-ups, you know, hanging upside down from the ceiling, doing sit-ups. Like he was, you know, bro, eating gunpowder sandwiches. You know what I mean? You know, bro, man, shit. I will say this here. If Devin Haney has an opportunity to knock somebody out, he's not going to knock him out. You want to know how I know? Because I questioned Bill Haney on that when Devin Haney fought Regis Prograis. I said, look, man, you had that dude hurt. You dropped him. He was doing the stinky leg all throughout the fight, especially in the second half of the fight. He was tired, and you let him off the hook. And he said, and Bill said that, I know we could have knocked him out, but I intentionally told Dev to make the fight go 12 rounds. We want to punish him to let him know that we can go 12 rounds without getting hit with the left hand. So that tell me right there that you ain't got no killer instinct. And he said that on numerous occasions. When I said, look, man, you could have stepped to that dude, Jose Ramirez, and you could have stepped on him and showed all of those tools and skills that you say Devin Haney has. You could have displayed that against him. Instead of the tool that you chose to use, he was like, no, we just want to let him know that if we don't want to get hit, we ain't going to get hit. So I said, you know what, man? Yeah, you ain't got the killer instinct. Brian Norman Sr. is going to tell his son the total opposite. Go get him. And if you got him hurt, get him out of there. That's the difference. Two different trainers with two different mentalities. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, what's going on, Coach? Man, it's Casino Life Prayers, man. I'm sitting at the gas station, but it's a bad bitch walking by. Boy, I almost hung up.
Oh, yeah.
I almost hung up. I almost hung up. I almost had to handle my business, man. But, hey, look, back to this shit, man. Why everybody goddamn worry about this shit, man? Like,
hey, man,
you know,
we got to make the fight, Casino. We got to make the fight, fam.
Oh no, we definitely got to make that fight. But I'm talking about the people who worry about Devin, man. Man, Devin gonna be all right. He's elite, bro. He's elite, former undisputed. You know what I'm saying? He beat Lomachenko barely. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. And then, I mean, y'all worry about him going to sleep. How you gonna be worried about him going to sleep? The nigga bring 2 pillows to every fight.
You trying to say he pillow fisted off? You got pillow for fist? Yeah.
Yeah, he bring them with him. He bring them with him, bro. He gonna be all right. He gonna get hit, and he gonna. You know how you sleep with your hands under your head?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna lay his head on his hands. Like with the praying hands.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be the softest pillow. It's gonna be the best sleep you ever got. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
You know what I mean?
Again.
What's wrong, Coach, man, listen. What's wrong with a little sleep?
I'm scared, dog. I'm scared.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't even got to get in the ring. I'm not even getting in the ring against Brian Norman. I'm scared. I'm scared, dog.
Man, Coach. Man, I ain't
scared, dog.
If you don't want to take the fight, nigga, I need a new Lamborghini. I need a new Lamborghini, so nigga, I ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? Shit, put me in. Hey man, still don't make no money, man. The boy Turkey. They say the word on the street. The word on the street in the Alhamdulillah Journal is that Turkey trying to get rid of him. That's in the word of the street. They said Turkey trying to get rid of that boy. You know what I'm saying? Word on the street. Turkey signed Devin up for a fight. He ain't even asked Devin. How you sign Devin? How you gonna sign the boy up for a fight and don't even ask him? That's why them niggas run around acting crazy. They're like, oh, hell no. When they found out, they said, oh, hell no. That nigga Bill was like, boy, I'm finna get on this shit. I'm finna own this shit.
He said Alhamdulillah. He said Alhamdulillah journal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I was at the, red light. I was at the red light, and one of my Nation of Islam brothers, one of the Nation of Islam brothers told me to pay. He the one who gave me the Alhamdulillah journal at the light. I was at the light.
Oh, you talking about the final call? The final call newspaper?
Yeah, I was at the red light, and on the front page, they was looking for Devin. We've been looking for Devin. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure out what's the problem. You know what I'm saying? We getting it. Then they say, hey.
This nigga, get this nigga out the phone. Hey, go ahead.
Because we've been to keep this same energy. So
oh man.
This is my job. My job is to make sure this fight happens. I'm on the job. I'm on the job. I'm on the job. This fight happening, coach. I'm on the job. Fuck that. Fuck that. Because y'all told me now that Turkey is involved. Y'all told me that now that Turkey is involved, it shouldn't be no problems about no money. It shouldn't be no problems about no money, right? So money, we gotta throw that money problem out the window. You know what I'm saying? That's out the window. There's already a term sheet on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they agreed that they're going to fight Haney. So now we're looking at the Haneys. What y'all going to do? Ain't no excuses this time. You can't wiggle your way out this motherfucker, man. Because look, either way it go, it's over. It's a 42 fake out. It's a backdoor joke. Okay?
Hey, check this out. Hey, check this out.
Yeah.
Brian Norman ain't got the experience that Devin Haney have though. Now if you look at the resumes, who they fought, stuff like that,
I'm gonna just stop you right there. I'm gonna just stop you right there because Devin Haney, that is true. He don't have the experience Devin Haney has. Yeah. He has never experienced getting his ass beat the fuck up by Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the experience that Devin Haney has gotten has created a shot fighter. You know what I'm saying? It's created a shot fighter. So his experience don't mean shit because his experience was a nightmare.
But you ain't worried about, okay, everything on the even playing field. You know, he's trained with the Mayweathers. He's trained with Mosley. He's trained with Yoel, Judah, and Zab, and all of them. You get what I'm saying? All that experience.
Man, listen. Hey, but listen, everybody you name, man, it's a reason them niggas don't fuck with that boy no more.
Oh, you know what? You make a valid point. You make a valid point.
He did fuck with them. But they don't fuck with that nigga no more. Why? Because they seen he wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? They seen that shit. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, this fight gotta happen. Like I was saying, it's over either way, right? You got two choices, Devin. You can get one last payday and it's over, or you can duck the fight and it's over. Either way, it's over. Either way, it's over. At the end of the day, so pick which one you want. You might as well get you some more money. And go ahead and goddamn go to sleep because it's bedtime. You know what I'm saying? The DeKalb County stand up, A-Town. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's my call, coach.
That's Lou, fam. Hey, the man said, hey, bro, let me tell you something. Man, Casino, Coach Eddie, and Gray, man, bro. I can't with them. I can't, bro. I can't. But them two there, bro. But they, man, Casino be saying, man, he be saying some crazy shit, man. What he say? Yeah, man, I'm around here, man. I got something I'm working on too, man, for y'all. Y'all gonna love this one I'm working on. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Okay, here you go right here. This who Wilder fight. This who we fighting. This who we fight.
Hi, Rel. I see you in here working hard. What are you feeling like right now, man?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling like I put in the work, and I'm ready to show the world what work I put in and display my talents to the world.
So Tyrell, a rare opportunity here. Not a lot of guys get an opportunity like this. How you feeling mentally as you prepare for the fight?
I'm feeling blessed. Like I said, to feel like a week before I was gonna hang it up, which I know in entirety I wasn't. To get that call the following week shows me that you keep that faith. Anything can happen.
And Tyrell, we all know it's not just physical; it's a mental game, right? You're a leader out here. A lot of guys look up to you, and it's not just boxing. It could be business or whatever. You're still going hard at the age you're going. What is it like to mentally prepare like that? And what would you say to all the people out there that are still fighting, whether it's boxing, athletics, business, for their careers?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great message. Like whether it's people trying to start a business, whether it's people that want a promotion, whether it's somebody that just wants to be seen, I'm a guy that's the template or the blueprint for that, showing that, if you never give up, it may not come tomorrow or the next year, but it'll eventually come. So your work ethic and your conviction towards your craft eventually be seen.
And Tyrell, we all know a big part of the game is perseverance. You're not always going to feel a certain way. What is it like mentally to keep going forward through the fight, training, and keep that positive message as you move forward?
I think if you got a great coach, great team around you that keeps you motivated and keeps you on your P's and Q's, I think it as crazy as it sounds, is an easy process, because you need people along the way to keep you motivated. There's self-motivation, and then there's people good people around you. And when you got that combination, you can take on the world.
Tyrell, thanks for the interview. We appreciate it.
Sure, thank you, man.
Hey man, he give a great interview. I like. He's very articulate. He can speak very well. This is who Wilder is fighting. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. Bro, my nigga, Wilder. You better win, bro. Wilder lose to this dude, and Wilder, listen, it's already over. To be fair, it's already over. But if Wilder lose to this dude right here, if he lose, it's over. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Rod, Texas.
Rod from Texas, talk to me.
It's funny. I'm actually from the same city as Herndon. I've seen that dude around. I know the local promoter / trainer who brought him up, and he has his gimmick. He brings up these guys, and he pads their records here locally, and it's just gross mismatch after gross mismatch after gross mismatch. And then no, I'm dead serious, man.
Kind of like the same thing, Golden Boy. Kind of like the same thing, the Golden Boy and the PBC did the Wilder.
But yeah, no, I mean, but the thing is, it's a gimmick, because then you turn around and you flip it and you feed these guys whenever a Top Rank comes around, or whenever PBC comes around, whenever a bigger promoter needs opponents for their prospects that are coming up. These are the guys they call, and they get blown out, they get rubbed elbows, and I've seen it, man. And I'm like, it's like the biggest form of pimping in boxing, and it's sad. So I don't even go to local shows no more, because I don't like seeing these gross matches. And I mean, you see some of these matches locally, and it's sad, bro. Like, you feel bad for the opponent, because they wheel out guys that have no business in the ring. They must be like, talk them in. Hey, man, $50. You want $50? Come get this $50, bro. Like, I don't know how they talk these guys into fighting. It's bizarre. It goes to show that there's some people with some hard times, man. They'll do anything for a buck. But anyways, I can't stand Wilder, bro. Like, I keep my ears to the ground. I listen to a lot of shows all week. I'm retired, bro. I got a lot of time on my hands. So I listen to shows, and I listen to 2.5 interviews with Wilder. One of them was with Chris Mannix, and the other one was with Chris Algieri and his little buddy.
I gotta find
Algieri, what's his name? That dude that does the count. His dad's the count punch founder or something like that.
Yeah.
But dude, this guy was sucking off Wilder so bad, it was pathetic, bro. Like, they don't want to ask him anything bad. I mean, I know Ness had a good relationship with Wilder, and then he probably said something small, minute that pissed him off, and he cut him off. But he was talking about how a lot of people have betrayed him, and his life has been filled with betrayal, and that is in his personal life. And I'm thinking, whoa, this dude dumped Mark Breland for trying to do the right thing. This dude was banging his brother's sweetheart, you know, for a couple of years. Like, this dude is psycho, bro. Like, this dude, don't say he's from Alabama and he's not slow dog. This guy's slow. And I don't know, man. It's just another weird week We got Jake Paul. Yeah, we got some good fighters on the undercard, but it's another funky week, man. Deontay Wilder is just embarrassing himself. Bill Haney is a cokehead who sounds like a fucking. He's an idiot, bro. Like that dude. Why doesn't Devin just say, "Let me speak for myself, Pops"? Like it's the whole it's not worth coming off as a gimmick as he's a villain and he's gonna sell as a villain. No, he doesn't sell because his style is boring and he's not a likable dude. And his dad just does. It's just frustrating to hear, man. We need some real fights to come along because this is another week. I'm skipping Saturday, man. I'm going to a concert. I said, fuck it. I'm not fucking with boxing this weekend. But that's all I got to say, man. These guys are gimmicks. Another local padded record guy locally getting sent to Deontay Wilder. Wilder's a psycho. If he wins, it's gonna embolden him even more to do more with each shot. Bill's gonna keep running his mouth. He's not fighting Norman. He's not fighting Norman. They're not taking that risk. But that's all I say, Coach. It's weird, bro. I fucking goddamn, man. This is a weird ass month, man. It's a weird ass summer. We need something better. Come on, guys. We can do better.
All right, salute for him. Hey, you know what? All jokes aside, bro. Hey, he telling the truth though. No, he telling the truth. That's what they do, right? Listen, they'll find somebody locally. All jokes aside, they'll find somebody locally, right? They'll find somebody local. A dude who they've been waiting on. A dude who they've been waiting on, man. They'll find somebody locally. A dude they've been waiting on for a long time. You know, yeah, dog. He patted regular. I told y'all, Golden Boy was a master at it. Golden Boy has mastered the art of tomato cans. Like, bro, remember Wilder used to be a Golden Boy fighter before he went to the PBC. So, man, they had this man, you know, when you first start out, everybody fight tomato cans. I don't care who it is, whether it's Terrence Crawford, whether it's Canelo, whether it's Boots, whether it's Brian Norman Jr., whether it's Shakur, whoever. When you first start out, now if you're coming out of the Olympics, like those guys did, you know, it might be a little different. But everybody started out fighting tomato cans in the beginning, right? You know, and done house. But what happens is you have dudes who are permanent tomato cans. And me personally, I don't think it's fair that they take a skilled fighter, because you hear these dudes make this argument all the time. Oh man, you know, boxing is the art of getting hit and not hitting and not getting hit, and you know the fighter's safety first, and y'all don't know nothing about the sport of boxing. So you hear these same dudes make this argument, right? But you know what? What about when you got an elite fighter getting in the ring with a tomato can? Nobody feels sorry for the tomato can. He don't have the skill set to hit and not get hit. He's just a regular blue-collar fighter. And you know he ain't got no business in the ring with this dude. It's a grotesque mismatch. Y'all kill me with this. Like your favorite fighter, if you see him in there performing, yeah, man, you know, it's about hitting and not getting hit. And you get what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Okay, but y'all don't have that same energy for the tomato can. It's a mismatch. The tomato can ain't got no business in the ring with this guy. Don't nobody feel sorry for him. Nobody. This dude fighting for $500, a case of Corona, a 6-pack of Heineken, a shot of Hennessy, and a 1979 deuce and a quarter. Carter, what's your name to Carter from?
Man, Coach, this Casino Life for 2 times, man. It's gonna be real quick. Man. I had to call real quick.
Yes, sir.
Man, you exactly right, bro. It ain't fair that they be putting them tomato cans in there like that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't right. That just ain't right. I won't stand for that. But anyway, the other nigga, the other person who just called, man, that was a good call. But I'm just sick of people saying, why don't Devin just talk for himself? Y'all niggas don't see what the fuck happened every time Devin talk for himself. Y'all don't know that nigga dumb than a motherfucker. That nigga don't even know how to talk. That's why he don't talk. The nigga stupid as fuck. Every time he say something, bro, every time he talk, he fuck up. Every time. When he went on ESPN, look at him. Andre Ward, he wouldn't take no accountability. Nigga stuttering like a bitch. Like, the nigga can't talk, man. Y'all quit saying that shit. Without Bill, he wouldn't be where he at. So at the end of the day, that Bill the best thing going. That's the best thing going for him, because y'all niggas do not want Devin to talk, bro. Y'all got to really, really think about it. And that's all I'm saying. But that's my call.
All right, super. No, but you know what, though? I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, Casino, but And I'm gonna just tell y'all, like the way the Devin Haney and Bill Haney's arrangement, Bill is the one that does the talking. Dev doesn't talk. You get what I'm saying? So that's just the arrangement that they have. I know a lot of people. Hey, shout out to Trenton Sparks. Shout out to Trenton Sparks. Hey, hold on. This another dude. Hey, this a dude from the UK. You keep making these, man. This move, man. I know you, man. You keep making these accounts, dog. Boy, they keep making these niggas, boy. Boy, y'all got it bad, dog. Anyway, that's the arrangement though. That's the arrangement. Hey, the phone line's open, man. Like, why these niggas ain't calling the show? Well, I wanna hear the defenders of the universe. The defenders of the universe is in the chat. Call the show 530-494-9636. Please call the show. Call what's your name? You calling from?
What up, Coach? Jerry from Baltimore.
Jerry from Beatmore, talk to me.
That was some very interesting dialogue between Brian Norman and Devin's dad yesterday on your show. That was some good shit. I'm old school, you know that. Back in the day, you never would have got shit like that. So them two talking shit and it escalating, to me, is not so much a product of their black man or anything other than they're both trained their sons. It's just a matter, they got a format. Back in the day, managers and coaches and shit, they didn't have a format to go back and forth. If they did, it probably would have went just like that did yesterday. It was cordial in the beginning, but then it escalated because talking shit and the passions involved, that ain't nothing new. Especially when the dad's involved, right?
Yeah.
The one thing that kind of struck me about the conversation was Bill kept telling Brian Norman's dad, "Did you sign the term agreement?" And his answer was a little ambiguous. It wasn't, yes, we signed it. It was, we've done everything we had to do. We've done everything we need to do. But it seems to me, if he had signed the term agreement, he would say, yeah, we signed it. So it was a little ambiguous. But what I want to ask you, Coach, is because after I watch your show, I watch another show, Lunatic, I won't mention his name, he's saying there's no difference between a term agreement and a contract. And I know for a fact there is. The term agreement is a working document. That's where you're going back and forth on the terms.
Yeah.
The contract is the long-form finalization. Can you speak a little bit about what you know about that?
Basically, I know exactly what you just said. You're right about that. There's a difference between the term sheet, a term sheet, and the actual contract. Like you say, the contract is the finalization of it. Once we agree to the important matters, okay, what is it that you want? What is it that you want? Okay, bam. So we got that worked out. And then whatever concerns they may have, what weight we going to fight in, or who going to go to the ring first, or whatever. Once you work all that out, once that's done, the terms are kind of like the foundation of the contract. And then once you got the foundation done, then of the house, then it's like the foundations of the house, and then you build the house once you have the contract, once it get finalized, and then once you see it and it's finalized, and then like you buy a house, you sign on the dotted line to seal the deal. So yeah, there is a difference.
Exactly. There's a difference. If there was no difference, there would be no need for a term agreement and and a contract. The term agreement is a good faith agreement that we're negotiating in good faith on the fundamentals. So they send this, are you in agreement with the money? Yeah. A lot of times those term agreements don't even include the venue or the date right away. There might be vague parameters like 4 to 6 months for the fight date. It's just a good faith agreement, and it's a working document. I'm a business owner, and I work under contract, and what we call it in my business is proposals. So we send a proposal.
Yeah, proposals, yeah.
Once we're in agreement on the proposal, then the contract will come, and that's the binding agreement. So this guy, man, I can't stand this bitch, but I listen to him because he's on like 8-12 hours a day. But
hey, what's the channel? What's the channel? You can say it.
It's BF.
Oh, BF. Oh, BF.
Yeah, 150 out loud.
Oh, BF. Oh.
I can't stand that fuck. But I listen to him because I like to listen to my buddy. God almighty.
Hey, got that. Yeah, you know.
He's a Tank ball glazer and a Bud Crawford hater.
No. He don't like Tank. He don't like Tank. He like Devin Haney. You talking about BLTB? That's that's Bill Haney. That's Bill Haney's right hand man. That's his main like go-to media guy. That's his guy. Yeah.
Yeah. He shined Haney's ball so much that they could make a title belt out of his ball section at this point. I heard him say Haney had surpassed Mayweather. Is better than Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Is the face of boxing. I mean, look, bro, if you're a fan of his, that's okay. We all got our fighters that we like. But, man, the way he ball glazes is just... And then all he does is accuse others of ball glazing.
Yeah.
He's out of control. But like I say, after I listen to your show, I won't break to listen to him. Of course, he was on fire about the Devin Haney, Brian Norman discussions and stuff.
Yeah.
But then he got on to talking about term sheets and acting like he knows what the fuck he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I like to chew him up and spit him out, but I would never get on a panel with him unless it was an independent panel, like maybe yours, because he mutes people, right? You don't like what you're saying, he just shuts you down. Some bitch shit.
All right, well, shout out to Jerry, man. B must stand up. Hey. He said BF. When he said that, I just needed to start laughing. Hey, what BF? Hey, BF passionate. Hey, shout out to BF. I ain't got no. I ain't gonna lie. He probably was the only dude. You know, I ain't got no issue with the LDBC no more, but he was the dude that I really like. I like BF. BF was funny. BF though, he done went off on me. Man, fuck that little motherfucker. When I see him, I'm gonna slap the shit out. I'm gonna do this and do that. Hey, bro, like that. This. BF don't threaten more dudes on YouTube than a little bit. Now he ain't done that to nobody, but boy, his threat game is serious.
True.
Hey, his threat game serious. He don't threat. I've been on YouTube for 4.5 years. He been threatening niggas since I've been on YouTube. You know, why are you over here, my nigga? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, bro. No, that's listen, BF and Bill Haney, that's Bill Haney dog. That's his dog right there, boy. That's his diggity dog right there, boy. You know, BL feel like he a part of the team. I saw one video, somebody said me, BL said, yeah, well, you know, I'm really kind of like a part of Devin Haney's team. I'm kind of a part of the team, so I'm in the know. It's a lot that I know. He said all that. And Bill ain't breaking no bread. Bill ain't breaking no bread, bro. Bill ain't, bro. Y'all think Bill be paying these dudes? He ain't paying them. Nah, like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like some of these dudes, you don't even gotta pay. Payment for them is the simple fact that you come on their channel. You came on my channel. That's payment. Cause when you come over here, then I get the views. And then it solidifies me. So yeah. So like these dudes. Just think about it. Just think about it. Hold on. Carla, hold on. I just showed y'all know the video clip I show y'all of the dude from the Middle East when he fell on his knees in Dubai. After my God, I respected y'all. He fell on his knees in front of Floyd Mayweather. Do you think Floyd paid that dude? Floyd ain't pay that dude to do that. That dude willfully fell on his knees. You got dudes, they would just willfully, I just want to be on the team. Just tell them I'm on the team. Maybe I want to feel like I'm on the team. You get what I'm saying? Because it makes them feel important. It makes them feel important. Do you get what I'm saying? So, you know, that's all it is. But shout out to them boys. I'll call them what's the name you call them from.
What's up, Coach? Damon from Detroit.
Damon from Detroit, talk to me.
Man, how you feel about them comments Oscar made today about the fight being 60? I don't really know how to take Oscar De La Hoya, but I feel like he damn near putting himself out of boxing the way he moving. What you feel about Oscar, Coach?
Well, yeah, I saw that the clapback Thursday.
Oscar,
yeah, Oscar De La Hoya, and then the video he shot before that when he had the thongs on, the Speedos or whatever, and bro, Oscar De La Hoya, it's a known fact This is a known fact. Oscar De La Hoya is a cocaine user. He loves coke. He admits it. He said it in interviews how high he was. He likes to cross dress. He wears red pumps, wigs, and stuff like that. Lipstick, makeup. So Oscar De La Hoya is not only a druggie, but he's a druggie that's a hater. He got a net worth of over $200 million, but he has this obsession with Canelo Alvarez and Dana White. He has an obsession against them. And it's like, why? You rich, you live in Henderson, Nevada. He has an obsession with them. And that's just what it is. So anything, hold on, finish your question. Anything that Oscar De La Hoya says, you can never take serious, because everything he says is going to be based on hate, his hatred or dislike for Canelo or Dana White. So you never listen to a hater when it comes to him talking about people who he hates, because everything he says is based on his emotion of his hatred. There's nothing objective about him or none of that. Now, anytime he throw a fight, he talk about fighters who ain't talking, like Terrence Crawford and Canelo, but you got William Cepeda, he don't talk. You had Jaime Mugiel, he don't talk. Hell, you got Kid Austin, his mama talk for him. Like all of your fighters over there, they don't talk, they don't say a goddamn thing. So what the hell are you talking about? The kettle cold and the pot black. Like, dude, you literally got a bunch of tomato cans and setup fights over there. Virgil Ortiz don't talk, and I like Virgil Ortiz. So what are you talking about? You act like when you throw a fight and there's a press conference, it's fireworks at the press conference. No, it's not. Well, go ahead. I'll let you wrap up.
My question also, I mean, like, Turki, I be wondering, like, he just must got a hell of a mild manner, because I couldn't have all that money and these dudes be talking the shit they be talking, and it wouldn't be no repercussions. At least with Oscar, his ass wouldn't get another deal.
All right, well, shout out to Damien on Detroit Stand Up. Yeah, so somebody, what you said, I think Oscar tried calling Bud and Canelo gay for eating together. Dude, literally, Oscar, you are in no position to call nobody gay. Sir, you wear fishnets, smiling, with makeup and lipstick on, with high heels on, bro. You over there with Skeletor, the little skinny chick you with, and listen, man, bro, I'm hearing you pitching and catching. You literally go both ways, and you're open about that. How is a guy who pitch and catch, play offense and defense, you the wide receiver, listen, you the quarterback and the linebacker, is calling somebody gay? Like, literally? You can't make this up. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, it's Ron from the 6, man. What's going on, Coach?
Ron from the 6, talk to me.
Man, Turki Alashikh, he gonna call the card on Bill, man. He gonna make him fight. I think, like, if the offer's there, they gonna have to fight, because these guys are about to fight on BLK Prime. So where else they gonna go?
Who you talking about?
I'm just saying, for the people that are saying Devin Haney gonna run away from this fight, he's not gonna have a choice. This might be his last hope. Who else is bidding for a Devin Haney fight? Last time it was Top Rank, and what they bid, like $1 million for that Sandor Martin.
Yeah, that's when Devin was his fight went to purse bid. And that's when he dropped the belt.
Right.
That's when he dropped the belt. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be tough, man, for them to find somebody else to bid on Devin Haney. So I just feel like he got to take this Turki Alashikh deal and just fight whoever they put in front of him, to be honest. But for all the fans out there that think Devin Haney not going to take the fight, he may not have a chance, man. Brian Norman Jr. and Sr., they may have just called his bluff, the way it sounds.
Yeah, he ain't got no choice. And, he ain't got no choice. But this is what I'm saying. According to what's put out there for what Bill Haney is saying, he's saying, look, we are the ones actively calling them out. So why people keep saying that we don't have a choice but to fight them? We are the ones who chasing them down to fight them. That's what Bill is going to say. That's the narrative that they're pushing.
Bill trying to
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's trying to do damage control, Coach. And I don't care about none of that. Because once Devin Haney get in that ring, if he wins, I'm gonna give him all the respect in the world, man, no matter what.
Do you think, listen, Ron, before you go, I'm gonna ask you this here. Do you think that there's something that Devin Haney can exploit? Let's say this fight go down. Do you think it's something that he can exploit because Devin has the more of experience in the ring? Brian Norman, he's knocking people out, but people are saying he ain't really fighting nobody like that. So now, do you think that there's something that Devin Haney can exploit because he has the more championship experience, fought on a higher level? So do you think that's what they see?
Yeah, I think he can outbox Norman. I think if he can keep him out on the outside and make it frustrating, man, Norman, he may not like it because, like you said, Norman Senior going to tell him to go get him.
Yeah, he gonna tell him to go
get him. If he can't get him, he gonna be frustrated. And then next thing you know, Devin up 6-7 rounds. Man, you gotta go catch the rabbit now.
Yeah,
and that's not easy to do against an elite footwork guy like Devin, who he showed us he can do it for 12. So it'll be up to Brian Norman Jr. if he can catch him. But if he can't, Devin might walk away with the win. It'll be an ugly fight, but he'll walk away with the win.
All right, well, shout out to Ron from the 6.
Coach. I appreciate
Salute, fam. Yeah, man. All right, so Ron made an interesting point. He said, look, yeah, he probably can outbox him if he can keep it on the outside. You know what I mean? He probably can outbox him, kind of frustrate Brian Norman. I think Brian, you get what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, he say next thing you know, he up 6-7 rounds. Then you gotta catch the rabbit. Hey, Aircraft say every fighter can be exploited. I get that. Every fighter, that's easier said than done. The question isn't can every fighter be exploited. The question is can Devin Haney exploit Brian Norman Jr.? That's the question. What is it specifically that you can see that Devin Haney can draw from to where he can exploit whatever weaknesses that they deem Brian Norman Jr. may have? The only thing that I see is the experience. That's the only thing I see, the experience. That's all. That down south Georgia boy though, whoa, we ready. Hey, you get what I'm saying? That down south Georgia boy though, boy. What's up? Big talk, big bank, big mouth. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Sean Duval, what it is, coach?
Hey, Sean from Duval, talk to me.
What's popping? What we got, man? What the question is? I'm just tapping in.
Do you think that there's something that Devin Haney can do? Devin Haney see any weaknesses in Brian Norman Jr.? There's, I don't know if he was here yesterday, but according to what Bill and Brian Norman Sr. were saying on the phone, and then what they said prior to coming on the show, that hey, they working on the fight to fight each other. Bill Haney is going on a world tour right now. He's telling everybody who would listen that Devin Haney, he called him Debo Dev. Debo Dev wants to smoke with Brian Norman Jr. and he said Turki Alashikh is involved, and they sent a term sheet. Well, we didn't know it was a term. Yeah. Now we found out yesterday it was a term sheet. We found that out yesterday on the phone because there was nowhere online where Bill said it was a term sheet. He never said that. But however, so he's saying that what I mean, they want to fight. So and I'm like, me personally, I think it's a bad matchup. However, I'm not the trainer, the father, the genius, the one who made his son a multimillionaire. So is there some kind of weakness? Is there something that Devin Haney can exploit in a Brian Norman Jr. that would make them want to chase this guy down for a fight?
I would tell you this. I don't think that they're going to fight. I've been saying this from the jump since it started getting talked about. They will not fight. Devin is not retarded. He's a fighter, right? And Bill is his father, and Bill is not stupid. But what Bill can do is promote. And it does sound good and keep your name buzzing. Let's talk about Brian Norman Jr. You know what I mean? He just knocked this dude out in Japan, stretched him. And we're going to go ahead and mention him. He was an honorable mention on that hit list. So whoever was an honorable mention, I don't remember if it was him. I think that was Hitchens was the honorable mention. But anyway, he was on the hit list.
Yeah.
I don't think that they'll put it that Devin will get in the ring with him. And I don't see, if there is a weakness, right? I don't think that weakness outweighs the potential damage that it would be, the potential risk that it would be for Devin to get in the ring with Brian Norman Jr. Why? Because Brian Norman Jr. is going to touch Devin.
Yeah, he's going to touch him.
He is going to touch Devin.
Yeah.
He's going to touch him. So when he do touch him, how is he going to react? I believe that Brian Norman Jr. is a harder puncher than Ryan Garcia. I believe that he has a little bit more than Ryan Garcia because without that left hook, you know what I mean, Ryan Garcia, he got a nice straight right hand, but I believe that Brian Norman Jr. is a little bit more athletic and he can do a little bit more, especially if Dev was to try to run or to try to use that ring. Brian Norman Jr. is athletic enough, and I feel like he would be able to cut the ring off to make Devin have to fight. And at that point, when Devin has to fight, Devin will get hit with something. And I believe that Brian Norman Jr. is punching too hard, and I think they know he is punching too hard. I'm not saying Devin won't fight him. I don't feel like he would, but I can't disrespect him because he is a fighter. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean, he may just feel like he can pull it off. But I'm saying as far as the matchmaking goes, because Bill Haney ain't the one calling the shot. Behind the scenes, I don't think that the powers that be will put Devin Haney in the ring with Brian Norman Jr. Because Brian Norman Jr. is only getting better. If people keep bringing up that Quentin Randolph, man, he has gotten way better since the Quentin Randolph. So you can't go comparing the Brian Norman Jr. that fought Quentin Randolph to what he is now if he was to get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I think I keep butchering his name, but we can't keep comparing him to what he was then if he was to get in the ring with Devin Haney now, because if you do that, you got to compare Devin Haney. You got to compare the Devin Haney that we just saw in the ring with Ramirez. And if it's going to be that guy not wanting to punch and using the ring, well, we got to look at what Brian Norman Jr. can do to cut that ring off and what he going to do when his hands touch Devin Haney. And hey, man, I got Brian Norman stopping a Devin Haney if that was to ever happen.
All right, shout out to Sean from Duval. Salute, fam. You know what I was thinking? What I would ask Bill is this. That's probably part of the game plan. But I know they'll probably say, well, Devin Haney is good at taking away a fighter's best attribute. So let's say Brian Norman is known for having a mean left hook. He called it the left hook from hell. Then Devin Haney, because he has so many tools in the toolbox, he would know how to take that left hook away from Brian Norman and make him go to something else. And then once he take the left hook away, and he go to something else, then then Devin Haney, Bill can give him instructions to show him how to take away his other weapon. So, he may have the left hook and the right cross or whatever the case may be. So maybe there's a game plan that Bill can implement to say, hey, look, okay, we're going to take the left hook away. You see what I'm saying? After we take that, then we're going to use the fancy footwork to put us in position and hit and not get hit. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't know which trainer that they will work with, because it appears that Bill Haney, it appears that Haneys have burnt a lot of bridges. At least that's what I'm hearing. It's like every trainer they work with, they don't work with him again. And I'm hearing it's all about money. And so I don't know how true that is. I didn't really ask Bill about it, but I'm hearing that they ain't paying these trainers. Dudes got to fight to get their money. And you get what I'm saying? I'm hearing all kind of stuff, man. So call it what's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, this Mob Pass Tay out of Houston, H-Town. Hey, look, check this out. Bill, in my position, in my opinion, Bill gonna call Shakur Stevenson. He gonna say, all that Shakur tweeting and stuff, all that stuff was a joke. So, cause right now, my son really needs your help. I need you to show him how you get around that ring so fast 12 times without getting touched. That's game plan number one. That's game plan number two. Brian Norman Jr., he don't need to worry about Devin in the ring. He needs to worry about a defense team outside the ring, because law will be involved. Devin Haney will get that prosecution on his head. He better learn how to defend outside the ring. That's my real big thing. I feel like Devin ain't trying to beat this man face to face. He gonna suit up when he beat him. He gonna say, "Hey, I was assaulted." And you gonna see that meme again.
Well, Devin Haney. Listen, Devin is not the one who put the lawsuit. That was Bill Haney. Bill was the one. Yeah. Bill represents his son. So whatever Bill says, him and Dev is one and the same. So that's pretty much what it is.
No, but all reality though, Brian Norman Jr., he's like that rocket that's going up. You down on the ground. You see that rocket rise
going up, yeah.
Devin know he don't want that smoke. Bill know he don't want his son jumping in the way of that fire, but just to save face, I'm gonna claim, yeah, that's who we want next. That's we gonna make this fight. It sounds good. It's to the black and white is signed. That be self-destruct. You really like, and if you really for your son, for his best interest, you gonna keep him far away. Like what old boy Bob Evans said to Earl, if you're smart, you stay far away from Bud. He said that years before they fought. So if Devin's smart, he'll stay away from this dude. That's a Rocky right there. Not saying Devin don't got the material, he don't got the fire to fight fire, but he ain't got them bangers. That dude, he got them bangers. So getting your jaw rocked like that for 2 rounds is devastating for Devin. So come on, man, let's be real. That's why I say it's just a clout move. That's why I looked at it as. He don't need the clout, but it's just to save face. They want to make it seem like Devin gonna do something, but he ain't trying to push them buttons.
All right, well, listen, hey, Mob Ties T, man, I appreciate you, brother, man. H-Town, stand up, salute, fam. Shout out to Mob Ties T, salute, fam. Hey, bro, but see, if you listen to the LDBC, they saying something totally different. Especially if you listen to BF. I haven't heard BF in a while. I probably got to listen to some of his shows again to hear what he's saying about Devin Haney. I'll call it. Hold on. It's kind of hard for me to take. It's kind of hard for me to take a fanatic of a fighter seriously, even those who have a YouTube channel, because they're not going to be objective, and everything they're going to say is going to be to glaze their guy. And if you don't say the right things about their guy, like you're your guy's biggest cheerleader, and I get that, I understand that, and this ain't no shade, but it's kind of hard to take them serious because it's like everything you're saying is based on that. When you go to saying, well, Devin is better than Terrence Crawford, Devin is better than Floyd, and his resume is this, and they didn't do this at that age, and all that stuff there, it's too easy to poke holes in that. Like I said before, like when they go to talking about what Floyd never went undisputed at lightweight. Well, Floyd only had 4 fights at lightweight. People fail to realize that Floyd Mayweather did not have a long reign at lightweight. Like a, you know what I mean? Like Devin Haney was at lightweight for a long time. He didn't have a long reign. You know what I mean? Just because he didn't do it don't mean, goddamn it, you saw how he fought. And just because he didn't do it don't mean, goddamn it, that you're better than him, because that's what you're insinuating. How do I know? Because that's what your YouTube channels are saying. The Pro Haney YouTube channels, they just coming outright saying, yeah, man, he better than Floyd. Yeah, you saw he better than all of them niggas. He became undisputed, this and that. And they just, I'm like, man, you know what, dog? Yeah, you got it, dog. You got it. Bro, that's crazy. Like, you get what I'm saying? Carter, what's your name? You call it from?
Leo, H-Town.
Hey, Leo, talk to me, fam.
Oh, he didn't worry about the left hook, the straight right, the right hook, the uppercut, the counter punch. Boy, you gotta cut that. You gotta cut both hands off if he wants a shot. He ain't got no shot. And I feel like Rocky's wife. You can't win.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be a massacre, Coach. Coach, I'm telling you why Bill flipped out yesterday. He's like, I need a way out of this.
Yeah.
The gravity of the situation hit him like a ton of bricks, and he was all like, oh shit, I just got my son executed. I'm tripping. I need to get out of this. Well, right now, we're there. Man, Devin gonna break his wrist 2 weeks before the fight. I'm sorry, I can't make the fight. He's a hell of a fighter. Cause you know how he copies Floyd when he talks. I got an injury. I wanted to fight. Assalamu alaikum. Come on, coach. They don't want the fight. They went barking up the wrong tree, and they found Bigfoot up there. They found the Yeti. Like they got to run. They got to run, coach. They got to run. I don't see no way that holding on to Junior ain't gonna work. He's too strong. He's gonna just shrug him off. He ain't one of those little 130 pounders and 35 pounders that Devin been bullying, using his strength against. No, man. Junior's an animal, man. He's gonna kill this kid. I mean, I wanted to see it, but part of me feels bad for Devin because I don't want to see him have that, that list for the rest of his life. This fight's gonna hurt him bad, coach. It's gonna hurt him bad.
All right, shout out to Leo, H-Town, salute. Yeah, I don't know why y'all, bro. Why y'all saying he gonna pull out and all that stuff there? Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Some of y'all who saying that y'all might be right, but I don't see that. Devin Haney doesn't have a history of doing that. Y'all act like he Mama Holyfield boy. Now if you said Mama Holyfield boy going to pull out, I'm 1,000% on board with that. Cause he don't pull out by 3 fights, something like that, some of that sort. Fake injuries and this and that. And last time nigga got like he was on the deathbed playing with Afro Beats playing in the background, him and his mama. But Devin Haney's never done that. He's never done that. So, and at this point, like I told Casino, it's too far gone. He got to fight. Caller, what's the name you calling from?
Hey, this Sean again from Duval, man.
2 times, talk to me.
I'm saying though, so you saying, okay, let me kind of understand where you coming from. You saying you don't see Devin Haney pulling out of the fight?
No, I don't. I don't. He doesn't have a history of doing that. Like, give me an example. Right. Like, give me an example of Devin Haney ever pulling out of a fight. Like, what are you basing it on?
Okay, so for me, there is no fight right now, right? So even though that's like what people saying, what I'm saying is there is no fight. They verbally agree. People can verbally agree all they want. You know what I mean? Right. There's nothing contractually there. What I'm saying is, what I believe personally, Devin Haney won't fight a Brian Norman Jr. And I know Devin been fighting everybody. However, when you look at who he would potentially be fighting with a Brian Norman Jr., and I'm not saying Brian Norman Jr. is this crazy animal and, you know what I mean, he about to reign over the 147 division. But what I'm saying is, when you look at it, Devin Haney has always had an advantage with whoever he's fought.
Mm-hmm.
He was always bigger. He was always faster. And I'm saying with a Brian Norman Jr., and you ain't never stepped in the 147 division, they see how he's cracking. And he's not just all crack. He might not be on the level of a boot, but you can see that he's getting better. I don't see Devin Haney stepping in the ring. I don't see them making that fight because.
Okay. So let's go there. When you say you don't see they making that fight, who is the they you're talking about?
I don't see Devin Haney accepting that fight. I don't see Bill Haney advising Devin Haney to make that fight. I believe that they talking right now just for promotion and to keep Devin's name alive.
Did you hear the calls? Did you hear the calls yesterday when Devin Haney, when Bill Haney and Brian Norman both confirmed that Bill Haney we signed the term agreement and Ryan and Brian Norman said they signed the terms as well. So you're saying that even though they signed the terms, you're saying that they're gonna find a way to not to pull out. If a contract was to be put together by Turki Alashikh and the money is right, which it is, you're saying that they're gonna find some way somehow to say even though we signed the term agreement, we're not going to sign this contract because of A, B, C, and D. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I believe that Bill Haney, and I don't believe it's so much Devin Haney. I believe Bill Haney because he has so much pull over Devin Haney. With him being his father. Listen, Bill Haney was the reason Devin fought the way he fought in his last fight. If you listen to the interview with Showbiz, he literally said that was the game plan.
I didn't have to listen to the Showbiz interview. Bill Haney came over here on this channel and said it. Did you hear the interview that Bill did over here before he went to Showbiz?
Yeah, I mean, I caught a little bit of it, but I don't think I caught all of it.
But he said that was the game plan. And I interviewed Bill Haney in person in Miami at I asked him that question and he told me that.
Oh, I'm tripping. I watched that. I commented on it and all. Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, I did see that, man. But that's what I'm saying. For Bill Haney to give Devin Haney that game plan when it's not like he had to go in there and take crazy risks against Ramirez. He could have just boxed him like he did on Regis, and he would have destroyed him. So I believe that knowing that you're going to get into a fight with a Brian Norman Jr., who is a puncher, who is not like anybody Devin Haney has faced, he's going to get touched. And I believe that once he gets touched, it's a wrap. And I think that Bill Haney knows that. And I don't think that he would put his son or advise his son to get into the ring.
So what you're saying is if Devin Haney and Brian Norman fight each other, and Brian Norman just land one punch, that's over with? Or are you talking about if he catch him right with the right punch? You got to be talking about that. The right punch.
So listen, it's obviously, the right punch. But what I'm saying is, right, we saw Ryan Garcia. Like, listen, people can bring up the Austrian and all that extra stuff. He did pop for it. At the end of the day, he caught Devin Haney with a lot of left hooks, and he hurt Devin Haney before he went down. A few times he caught him with the left hook. It's not just about a left hook with a Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. has a nice body attack. I think people are really sleeping on Brian Norman Jr. And what I'm saying is, I think that a Devin Haney and a Brian Norman Jr. is so many other aspects that's going to happen. I believe Brian Norman Jr. is going to be going to the body more than anybody has ever done against the Devin Haney. He's going to be slowing Devin Haney down. He has the athleticism to cut the ring off and to catch a Devin Haney. And I believe it's just going to be too much for a Devin Haney. And I think Bill knows that. And right now it's just promotion. Let's use Brian Norman Jr.'s name. He just stretched somebody in Japan. Let's keep talking about it. But at the end of the day, I do not believe they will fight. That's me personally. I don't believe they're going to fight. I believe they just yapping right now. Now, Brian Norman Sr., I believe all them boys, they willing to get in the ring. Them boys been straight from the jump. That's all they ever been is straight. You know what I mean? From what I get. You know what I mean? But Bill Haney, we know he's a hell of a promoter, and he going to do anything to keep that name alive. You know what I'm saying?
All right, shout out to Sean from Duval. Salute. Yeah, I disagree with that. I'm going to tell you why. All right, let's pick it back. Go back to Ryan Garcia. So people say, well, Ryan Garcia, he hit Devin Haney with a lot of left hooks. I looked at that fight twice. He didn't hit Devin Haney with a lot of left hooks. Ryan Garcia won 3 rounds. The 3 rounds he dropped Devin Haney in. Those are the rounds he won. I forgot which rounds it were. No, he might have won 4. He might have won 4 because you will give him the first round because he caught Devin Haney with a nice punch, a left hook or whatever. I don't know, but I think he dropped Devin Haney in 2 rounds or 3 rounds. Those were the rounds he won. If you look at the rest of the damn fight, he wasn't able to land the hook. Devin Haney pretty much was bossing him. I'm just being honest. Hold on. Just take your bias out of it and go back and look at it. The rounds that Ryan Garcia won were the rounds where he dropped Devin Haney. In that fight, Ryan Garcia was turning his back, doing the booty roll. See, a lot of people don't even talk about that. The man was turning his back, doing the booty roll in that fight. So those are the rounds he won. But then we can't say, we know he got popped with the Alcerine, but there is no but. There is no but. Once you got popped dirty, it negates everything. There is no but. After that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. I know I broke in your house and stole your TV and got caught by the police. But you know doggone well that somebody else is going to come in there and get that TV. There is no but, fam. Once you get popped dirty, you cheated, that's it. That's why they call it performance-enhancing drugs. It enhances your performance. Whether you want to believe that or not, that's why they call it PEDs, performance-enhancing drugs. We can't skip over this dude cheated. And if you say the Osman ain't had nothing to do with it, explain to me why he performed the way he did against Roland Romero. 2 different fighters, same guy. Caller, what's your name? You call it from?
What's up, Coach? From the BS, it's M1, by the way.
M1, talk to me.
What's up, man? Yo, I don't know. There's they hating on Devin, man, since that Ryan Garcia fight. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause everybody just be shitting on him. It's gonna be a hard fight for him, but I think he could beat him if he still got his heart, the way it was, and that was just a little fluke because he was out of the ring for a year. Unless his heart is just gone, then he don't got no chance. But I believe that he's still good because he got skills. The kid, you can't deny the skills. And you're right. The PEDs, and plus he had 2 things working against him. Then you go tell his dad to go tell him to go fight him, and his father go and tell him to fight him. That was your fault, Coach. I remember all that shit. But you know, I believe that Devin could fight him and beat him if you know, if his heart is up to par and he didn't just lose all, you know, his whole heart, man. But I believe he got skills to beat him.
All right. Shout out to N1 from the BX.
Like a 50-50 fight.
All right, salute, fam. N1 from the BX, salute. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Damien, about you know, fighters. You know, I'm the one. I think I'm the one told y'all over here that Steve Nelson beat a guy who was on PEDs. Carla, hold on. But okay, but the skill level of the guy plays a part in it as well. You got to add that factor into it. You got to add the factor in that Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney has fought each other 6 times before, so they're very familiar with each other. Then you got to factor in Devin Haney. Game plan going into the fight. His game plan, to me, was all wrong, played a big part of him losing. The game plan that I wanted to see him fight because Ryan Garcia was disrespecting him. You can't take away from the people. But I don't care. Listen. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care how you dice it. Whether you like the Haneys or not. If a nigga on the losing end of the stick and a guy got popped dirty, you cannot negate that. They call it performance-enhancing drugs for a reason. However you interpret that is however you interpret that. Some people can use a performance-enhancing drug and they still get their ass whipped. That is true. But if a person wins with using the performance-enhancing drugs, you cannot say the reason why he won because the performance-enhancing drug had nothing to do with it. If apparently the fighter did not feel that way because that fighter felt the need to take a PED in order to fight this guy. So, regardless of what you say or what I say, that fighter made a conscious decision. I need to take this PED, a performance-enhancing drug, in order to beat that guy. So you can say all you want. Oh, I don't think that had anything to do with it. Clearly, Ryan Garcia did not feel that way. Carla, what's your name? Where you call it from?
Couldn't agree more, Coach. Just what you said. Yeah. Performance enhancing. They don't take them. They're not de-hancers. They are enhancers. And the bottom line is they're legal. If you get caught with it, that's a wash. They got it right to overturn that to a no contest. They got it right. However, it doesn't, and you know, it doesn't eliminate the visual image of Devin being knocked all around the ring and falling down and getting knocked down, you know, and people oftentimes aren't fair. They don't want to look at the circumstances that were involved, and we know what they are. They got it right, and Devin doesn't have an L. But also, I also agree with you entirely that one thing about Devin Haney, I don't give a fuck if you love him or you hate him. This guy is not afraid to get in there with the top guys. I don't think his dad is bullshitting. He knows the ramifications if they say that they're pursuing this fight and it looks like it doesn't happen because of them. He knows what the ramifications of that is. And I don't think so. I don't think right now at their last couple of performances, it's hard to pick Devin because for me, he doesn't have anything to keep Norman off. He might be able to outbox him, but in a 12-round fight, Norman's a young, big, strong dude, very fast too. He's gonna land some punches. And the question is Devin going to be able to take them punches? And his last fight didn't answer those questions. The Ryan Garcia fight, steroids aside, he did not look good taking those punches. And Norman is probably a harder puncher than Ryan without steroids. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He punches harder, and he's not some smaller dude, which Ryan wasn't smaller. Some people say that was part of the reason why that fight turned out the way it did. But yeah, Norman is a strong, hard punching, fast, young, hungry fighter. And I don't like his chances against Devin. But lastly, I don't think that they're fun. I think they'll fight him as long as Norman doesn't price his motherfucking self out. Because let's be honest, this kid's a little bit, I don't know, a little ambitious in thinking what he's really worth. Now, if he can land a Turkey payday and get paid beyond his value.
Turkey is the one that's putting the money up.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he can do that, you can't blame him because anybody's going to want to do that. But here in the real world, $2 million or so. If he doesn't sign for that, He's the one ducking, if you ask me.
All right, hey, shout out to Jared, man. Baltimore, stand up. Like I say, the thing is this here, like this shit done went by too far. It's too far gone now. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. I'm on these niggas bump. I'm telling you, whether it's the Normans or whether it's the Haneys. If this shit don't happen, because we know Turki Alashikh is involved, I don't want to hear nothing about, yeah, but we ain't sign it and we ain't do this and we ain't do. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. No, nigga, y'all don't sold out. Y'all got dudes having digital shootouts online. Carla, hold on. Y'all got dudes having digital shootouts online right now. There's digital shootouts going on right now online from LDBC, who backed Bill Haney heavy, to the pro Devin Haney channels, to the Brian Norman new fan base that's growing up and coming up. Like, no, y'all been having too many digital shootouts. Y'all telling people they better not come to your city. Y'all gonna do A, B, C, and D, this and that. We know ain't nobody gonna do nothing, but this what y'all still doing. And these old niggas doing this shit. These niggas my age, and they in their 40s and 50s doing this shit online, crashing out for Devin Haney. They crashing out for Devin Haney. So when you crashing out like this here, somebody better fight. You niggas is fighting. I don't care. We got to get Brian Norman Sr. and Bill Haney to fight. We gonna get a Haney and a Norman. One of you Haneys and Normans is going to fight. It's either gonna be Norman Jr. and Devin Haney, or it's gonna be Norman Sr. and Bill Haney. But we gonna get a Norman versus a Haney fight. Carter, what's your name? You Carter from?
What's up, Coach? This is Damien from the Bronx.
Damien from the Bronx, talk to me.
What's up? Yeah, I feel you, man. We definitely got to see one of the Normans in the ring with each other. Word. Yeah, man. Yo, the image of going back to the Ryan and Haney fight. I respect the Haney more after the fight. The fact that he kept getting up, coming right out the smoke. He only lost the rounds he got dropped in. More the image in my head is the way Ryan folded after getting rocked by Rody. The game plan Rody put for Ryan, Devin could do that with his eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? That's what people forgetting. And Devin always been a big young boy, big at the lightweight.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know how his power going to carry over. He could turn into the knockout streak that Crawford went into. And this is a Brian Norman fan talking. Like, I got Brian beating him by grit, but it's going to be a tough fight. But he ain't got nothing that Devin ain't seen. The boy was fighting men in Mexico. Father ain't throwing his son. He ain't pipping his son out. This is gonna be a good fight. We're gonna get the fight we want. And win or lose, Brian Norman is only 24 years old. You seen when he fought Quentin, that was the same night of the Shakur and Edwin De Los Santos fight. Look how much that boy progressed since then. This is only the second time we're gonna see Shakur next week. You know what I mean? So the growth ain't no losers in this. The fans is gonna win. I hope you're right. Keep pushing it. Stay on the motherfuckers, because we got to see this, man. Word. Respect and thanks to the core, champ.
Yes, sir, man. Salute, fam. Hey, man, shout out to Damien from the Bronx, man. Hey, yeah, shout out. Hey, man, listen, man. Hey, shout out to Bernard Hackett, too. Shout out to Bernard Hackett, man. Bernard Hackett, man. Salute to you, brother. I see you. Hold on. Call back, brother. Call back, my brother. Shout out to John BX. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, I'm not a Haney fan, but if he goes through with this, and this way, it seems he will. He gets nothing but respect. Lose or draw. Yeah. Whether he win, lose or draw, he got to get respect, because another thing I don't believe in doing. I don't believe in tearing the fighter down if he loses. Because let's be honest. Carla, hold on. The fighter is doing something that he loves to do, which is box, and he's fighting. You know what I mean? And in a boxing match, most of the time, somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. It's going to come down to who can execute the best game plan, who can fight the more perfect fight than the other guy. So if they get in the ring and fight each other, Devin Haney will prove a lot of people wrong, man. Look, a lot of people looking at him as a soft, homeschool, suburban kid, but he was in there willing to get in there with this hungry junkyard dog. Because I look at Brian Norman Jr. as a junkyard dog. And somebody in the chat keep bringing up the Quentin Randall fight. Guess what? He's a lot better than he was since the Quentin Randall fight. How you gonna look at the Quentin Randall fight and then ignore all of the other fights, all of the fights after the Quentin Randall fight for your argument? That doesn't make sense. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Bernard Hackett, DC.
Hey, man, Bernard, what's going on, brother? Hey, man, Bernard Hackett on the phone. Let's give our good brother Bernard a round of applause. Mr. Hackett, salute, fam.
Salute back to you.
What's going on, brother? Hold on, let me put your name on the screen. Talk to me.
Man, you talking about it, I think would be a good fight. I think if you take away what you personally feel about either one of those fighters, both of those fighters bring something to the table. I think Brian Norman brings a young hunger, a young championship hunger, a young desire to keep getting them big paychecks. He done tasted that steak now. He ain't trying to go back to tuna fish. And Ryan, Devin, hey, look, that's true. You know, and Devin, I can feel how I feel about him and Bill, but I can't take away what Devin has done.
Right.
We can say that he a powder puncher. We can say that he don't have a good chin. At the end of the day, him and his dad have navigated the landmine of pro boxing, and they've made him a two-time world champion. That within itself says that he has a pedigree for winning. Whether we don't like who he fought, say who he fought, whether he got knockouts or not, you can't take away the pedigree for winning. And when you put those two things in the ring, I think that makes for a great fight. Now, I've been in the ring with Brian Norman. Great young fighter, his dad, great dad, and he's tough. He is tough as they come, and he has a good IQ. Devin, I haven't been in the ring with him, but from what I've seen as a boxer, him and his dad know how to exploit advantages, and they look for advantages even when they picking their opponent. When you talk about those two as fighters, I think Devin likes the glitz, he likes the glamour, and he likes the checks he's been producing.
Yeah.
I think Brian Norman, he's starting to see that there is another level beyond entry. He's a world champion. He just got a vicious knockout. He's still young. His time is rolling. I do think that he has the size advantage, the motor advantage, and the power advantage. But I do say that Devin has the IQ to make this a very competitive fight. My thing, if they make the fight, I like Brian Norman in 10.
You know what? That's a great assessment. I think that's fair. Because I can't negate all of the things that Devin Haney brings to the table. And again, I'm taking all the emotions out of it because, of course, whether you like the Haneys or not, that's irrelevant. I'm saying the boy do have skills, and anytime you have skills, it's just like your son has skills or other fighters have skills as well. We just can't negate that. Now, matchup wise, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm leaning towards goddamn Brian Norman. I like that dude. I just think he's, like you say, it's something. This is what I want to ask you, Bernard, because you're a trainer. Something happened to Brian Norman Jr. after the Quentin Randall fight. He didn't look good that fight, but these past 4 fights, he looks like a different fighter from the other fights that we've seen. What do you think happened?
Adversity. When you have that defining fight, and people always say that is the fight that puts you over the top when you're a world champion or you make a big check. I think Brian's defining fight was the fight that he had with Quentin Randall. I actually talked to his dad after the fight, and what his dad said in the ring, I think people just misunderstood. When he told him to figure it out, I tell my son that. Figure it out. Meaning we've been doing this so long. I have had your back for so long, but this is the night I need you to have your own back. And I think that was the night that everything turned over for him. I tell my son the same thing. He got into the end of the 7th round against Pete. My son came back to the corner. He said, man, I'm tired. I said, you a grown man. It's time for you to figure this thing out. Don't give up 7 rounds of work and lose it in 6 minutes. Sometimes as a father, even though we try to separate the coach-father, the emotional part comes into the point when we're in a big situation because we feel, not as boxers, but as father and son and me raising you, certain situations I shouldn't have to tell you. And that night when Brian had to figure it out, that was the night I think he turned over.
Right. You know what? It's amazing you said that because I remember he got a lot of flack for that. He was online. They were like, oh, man, what kind of coach you is? You ain't know what to do. You telling your son to figure it out. And a lot of the fans who, you know what I mean, because they never trained before, they never boxed, never had trainers, they didn't understand that. And he got a lot of flack for that. So it's amazing that you piggyback and went right back to that. The Quentin Randall fight, that was, I want to say that was 2023, like November, around that time. So that's amazing that you piggyback off of that. And I look at the fights after that, you know, he had a no contest against another guy that's behind him. Then I think he beat the Centillion, which he was the underdog against, stopped him. Then he beat the doggone Cuevas, and then Jin Sasaki, and he's getting these knockout reels. So it's kind of like, do you see maybe his confidence is getting better now, and he's feeling himself, or what say you?
I'm not gonna say just his confidence. If anybody has been watching, don't look at Brian Norman when he's training. Don't look at Brian Norman on fight night. Look at Brian Norman when he does regular interviews. If people not realize he's growing, he's getting bigger.
Yeah.
You got to remember, this is a kid. He's 24, I think.
24, yes,
He's
sir.
a kid. He hasn't even touched his physical maturity yet. So people don't realize this boy growing. As he grows, his body's developing new punching power. His twitch muscles are starting to kind of work with his brain.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think, the development of a fighter is the same as the development of a child. When certain things click, they can never do that wrong again. Brian is just clicking. And if you didn't see him before the clicks happened, you think, oh man, this, that, and the third about him. But if you've been watching him for a while, then you'll see. And I'm going to tell you the biggest thing I like about Brian and his dad. When you talk to him, outside of interviews, all of us try to make fights.
Right.
They humble. When his dad went on one of the podcasts maybe 3 years ago, somewhere that, and he was talking about fighting, his dad said, Jaleel Hackett humbled my son and made him know we got to work harder. And they didn't take it back with a chip on their shoulder. They took it back, worked on it, and the next time we worked, the work was better.
Mm.
So humility brings about greatness because it makes you look inside yourself for something that you didn't see that somebody brought out, even if it was an imperfection. And I say the same thing about Devin. I say the same thing about him. I think when Devin fought Lomachenko, up until that point, I thought that was Devin's coming out party. And the reason I say that is because if you go back and watch in between rounds, I think Bill motivated his son when at times Devin got down on himself. And they figured out how to win. Whether you think he won, whether you think it was a close decision or he lost, at the end of the day, the only record that matters is the three officials who refereed that fight.
When is to change the subject a little bit, when does when is Jalil's next fight?
We back in the gym training. They got us a date coming up. They haven't locked everything in, so I never introduce anything until it's actually locked in.
Okay.
But Jalil will be going to 50. He's going to 54, and I think that's a better thing for him. I think the team around us, including Matchroom, they think that's a better move for him.
Yeah.
So he's going to go to 54, and it's going to be a very good fight. We haven't got it locked in, but we got some concepts of locked in, and whatever it is, it's going to be a very good fight.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, Bernard, I really appreciate you, brother, man. I wish you and Jalil luck. And when that fight when you do get a date or whatever, I'm coming to your city. I'm coming to DC, man. I want to interview you, man. I want to interview Jalil, man.
Man, you got it. One thing I want to tell your listeners, anybody listening to you, you keep everything 100. Whether we cool or whether we not cool, you keep it 100. That's the one thing I like about you. It's not any bias towards one or the other. It's what you see, what you felt, and what you got away from the fight.
I mean, listen, man. Shout out to Bernard Hackett, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Salute, and shout out to Jalil Hackett as well. Yeah, man. I think that's a good move for Jalil, because I think Jalil like 6'1", maybe 6'2". Jalil is a tall kid. He's still growing. So, Jalil probably should have been with the 154. Literally, he probably should have been with the 154. If you ask me, he probably should have been with the 154. He's a tall kid, and you got to understand, like, if y'all ain't never cut weight before, bro, like, put it this way. Just imagine. Let me show y'all how unnatural cutting weight is. It's really unnatural. Just imagine, okay, you eat 3 meals a day. You're used to eating at a certain time. There's a hormone in your body, in your gut, that tells your body, tells your brain that you're hungry. I don't know if you guys know that. There's two hormones. One hormone that lets your body know, lets your brain know that you're full, and another hormone that makes you know that you're hungry. So just imagine, okay, you got to get ready for a fight, and you're 5'10", 5'11", and you're shrinking your body down to fight at a smaller weight. So automatically, you're pushing your body to the limit to make a weight that you probably should not be fighting in. Man, you know what, dog? You know you're supposed to be at about 160, 154, 160. Why you get, you know what I mean? So the discipline that it takes to, I got to starve myself. You're going to work out by 2-3 times a day because you got to keep burning those calories. You got to keep burning those calories. And then, you know, do it, and then wake up in the morning, do it all over again. Then you got to run, wear and tear on your ankles, wear and tear on your knees. Then you got to spar. You know, when you spar, a lot of people talk about fighters taking punishment in the ring when they fight. What you don't hear a fan say is the punishment that fighters take inside in sparring. Fighters take punishment in sparring. You can get concussions in sparring. Yeah, you got on headgear, but the headgear doesn't stop you from getting a concussion. It may lessen the blow. It does do that, but you still can get a concussion in sparring. Especially if you get what I'm saying? So, bro, I don't see some sparring matches get heated, bro. I don't see dudes in sparring, bro. The sparring match got heated. And they going at it. This is supposed to be, we working on some things. You know, I want you to push me a little bit, give me a different look. This is the guy that I'm getting ready to fight. So you may, like, I've seen Bomac put together sparring sessions, not trying to give away any secrets, or stuff like, not with Crawford, but I'm saying with other fighters. Like I remember seeing Troy Isley when Troy Isley had a sparring session, and I remember watching his sparring session with a guy. It was the big dude. This dude was like, you know, yeah, this dude was taller than Troy Isley. And it got heated in there. Then they went to banging. And you know what? Did they have any headgear? Yeah, they had headgear on. This is the last call. Call us now. Where you call it from?
Man, Coach, it's casino like prayer 3 times, man. I only called back because Don B in the chat said that Brian Norman Jr. manager just said on Twitter that the fight is off. Can you fact check that? Can you please fact check that?
Shit, I can call him.
Shit. Well, shit, call him. Call him, because we got to get to the bottom of this shit.
Yeah,
that's my call. I just wanted to bring that to your attention because we got to get on that. We got to get on that.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, I'll call him. Yeah, fuck that. I ain't got to go to Twitter. I'm finna call somebody. Somebody finna tell me something. Somebody finna tell me. I know goddamn well this fight ain't on. Shit, and me. Nigga, shit, fuck Twitter. I'm finna call these niggas right now. Somebody finna tell me something. Hold on, let me see what's up. Yeah, shit, yeah, nigga, fuck the dumb shit. What you mean it's off? Let's see. Let's go to Bill first. Matter of fact, no, I ain't gonna go to Bill. Let's go to Brian Norman first. Let's go to Brian Norman first. Fuck you. What the fuck you mean to fight off? Shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit. All right, Brian Norman ain't answering. All right, let's hit Bill. Let's hit Bill up. Shit, somebody finna fight. We finna find out something. Goddamn it, somebody fight. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Brian Norman ain't answering the phone. Bill Haney ain't answering the phone. All right, hold on, man. Hold on, wait a minute. Hey, man, look here, man. Hey, bro, don't do this. What? Hold on, don't do this. Now, I'm calling. Matter of fact, somebody said something. I'm gonna call him back. I swear to God, I'm gonna call him back. Somebody better throw some hands. I don't listen. Hold on, let me turn this down. What you mean? Somebody, hold on. Let me go to Ring Magazine. Let me go to the Ring. Let me go to the Ring right quick. I don't know who called. I ain't accepting no more calls with. Let me go to the Ring. I don't see nothing on the Ring. That dude in the chat must be bullshitting. I don't believe that. I'll call her. Just you the last call, man. We need to wrap it up. Go ahead. Talk to me. What you saying? Where you calling from?
Yeah, sorry. I heard everybody calling 2 times. I want to do it again. It's Rod. Hey, I just wanted to kind of elaborate on what I said about the tomato can. What I'm seeing down here, I don't know if it's anywhere else, is you got tomato cans, but you got tomato cans with padded records. Just imagine how much worth those opponents they're feeding them down here locally to build up those tomato cans records so they can get fed to a Deontay Wilder, so you get to a prospect from Top Rank, so you get to a prospect from the PBC. These matches down here are so bad locally, and the guys like Herndon are facing are so bad. Like, you literally feel bad for the opponent seeing them live. And I agree with everybody. Everybody's frustrated. It's funny. Everybody's yelling on the show today because we're all frustrated. It's a crazy time in boxing, except for Jerry, because Jerry smokes too many cigarettes. He can't yell. But shout out to Jerry. He makes good points. But I don't know, man. And I just wanted to kind of mention how Oscar just let off another clapback Thursdays. And the dude still is a jealous ex. Can't get over Canelo.
Yeah. We spoke about Oscar and clapback Thursdays already. Well, go ahead.
Man, come on, bro. Like, I don't like Canelo. I think Canelo's a duck, but bro, like, this is why no one's going to sign to Oscar. And Oscar's butthurt because Turki picked Dana over him, and he's burning Turki, and that's bad for business, man. I was arguing with Rick on Twitter about it, man. I was like, yo, Oscar is toxic, and the next one to go under is Golden Boy. But that's all I got.
All right, salute, fam. All right, let's see. All right, I got it right here. Somebody just dropped the link. Somebody dropped the link. Let's see what's up.
Because it is, all I can say on this is, if the fight don't happen, it was because it is side over here. We trying to make this thing happen. November is a go. Everything is a go. I don't care what location is at, Saudi Arabia or Vegas, anywhere they want to go to. We down for it on this end. So now it's just all on Devin Haney to them. See if they want to do it. Because as soon as the contract get made, we sign it.
See, that was the next question I was going to ask you. What can potentially happen? And I don't even want to ask this question because I do not want to speak it into existence.
All I can say
man, I ain't trying to hear that shit, dog. Hold on. No, these niggas finna answer the phone right now, boy. These niggas finna answer the phone. Bill answered his phone. Bruh. This shit fishy. Wait. Hold on. Let me call the other number. I ain't trying to hear this shit, boy. Y'all niggas finna fight, boy. Y'all niggas went to talking about each other's family members and all that stuff there and talking about pulling up. No. All right, so this Bill's second number. He ain't answering neither line. All right, let me call Brian. Let me call Brian Norman to send you back again. Matter of fact, hold on. Did somebody send me a text message? Maybe somebody sent me a text. Oh, he said 1 second. My bad. Sorry about that. Some told me to check the text. Some told me to check the text. My bad. Brian Norman Senior just hit back. Yeah, Brian Norman-Senior's at the hospital with his mother. So he's at the hospital with his mother. Let me text Bill. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to text Bill, see what's up. Where is somebody? Did somebody send me the link of that? Because I didn't see. I'm trying to see what these niggas finna wallow. I ain't trying to hear none of that pussy ass shit. I'm trying to hold on. Let me see what's up. No, somebody in the chat could just be. Matter of fact, damn. Let me just text him and ask him. Let me just text him and ask him. Let me just text him and ask him. I just sent him a text. So we'll see what's up. He's in the hospital with his mother, man. So I really don't want to ask him that. You get what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna find out. Bill ain't answering the phone. Bill got two phones. He ain't answering neither one of them. So let me see. Hold on, nigga. Hey, we on the case. We on the case like Inspector Gadget right now. Hold on, let me see what's up now. Hold on now. Wait a minute. Let's go to Google. Don't everybody believe in Google?
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Hold on, let me go to the ring. Let me go to the Ring magazine. Let's go to the Ring. Now, I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. I am not trying to hear that. Let me see what's up, man. What a Ring at? Go to the Ring. Ain't nobody said nothing. I don't know who said that in the chat. They could just be bullshitting. I don't see nothing in the Ring. And what did it say, Damon? He said, and this is why we can't get the Holy Ghost until they're at the ring. Hey, listen, I'm trying to confirm. Hold on, Damien. We have to confirm because somebody said this in the chat. He say normal. You say Norman manager said it, coach. It's on X. Brian Norman manager said it. Dang, somebody sitting there. I don't know who his manager is, so. What's the manager's name? What's the manager's? Okay, the Adrian Clark. I pulled that up already though. Oh, Adrian Clark. Okay, I got this. Adrian Clark. So he said, "Well, that was quick. Unless I'm being punked, I'm told there's no fight between Norman and Haney Jr." What? Hold on. What the fuck? No, man. Hold on. Yeah. I think the black dude is manager, right? Adrian. He said, unless he being punked. Oh, this is, you know what? This the video. You know what? I didn't read the tweet. Hold on. I didn't read the tweet. I was looking at the video. Let's pull this up. Oh, let me see what's up. He said, well, that was quick. Unless I'm being punked, I'm told there's no fight between. How there's no fight that fast? How? Like, yeah. They say Norman Senior called Bill with his panties down yesterday. They talking about my show. Other content creators are doing shows. Other content creators have shot videos and doing shows based on, the crash out that happened yesterday on my show. I haven't even reposted that video. I'm going to clip it and repost the entire thing myself. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it now. after the show. Say, this is nasty work. This is why you don't negotiate in public. Hey, man. Oh, my God, bro. Bro, don't tell me this, fam. Bro. This guy, Bill. Hey, man, listen, this guy, the Haneys written all on this, bro. No, man, bro, if this fight ain't happening, there's nothing in my mind that's gonna tell me that it's because of Norman. Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney verbal agreed on fight for later this year. That was yesterday. We know they was on and he retweeted. He said the ball is rolling. Say the ball is rolling, this and that. And then bro, listen, what are the chances? Man, oh my nigga. Oh my God. Oh. Casino, bro, I hope this ain't true, bro. Casino was right the whole time. Bro, somebody got to tell me something. Well, what Bill Haney? Man, somebody got, man, no, man. I'm in denial. I'm in denial, dog. I'm in denial. No, I ain't going for that. I'm in denial. Bro, I'm texting Bill right now. This guy, bro, what's the chances? Let me ask y'all this. Nigga, I'm mad at him. This shit don't blow my heart. Listen, what's the chances of what happened yesterday on the phone and Norman explained what really happened? And Norman said they really don't want this fight. The nigga just capping, yada, 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 yada. Then the very next day, this happens. You got all these pro-Devin. I got niggas, Devin Haney fans hitting me up, talking crazy. Oh, you hating on the Haneys, this and that, yada, 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 yada. Where y'all at right now? Matter of fact, let me drop these phone lines. Let me drop the phone lines. Where y'all at right now, man? Call me right now. Y'all told me I was hating this and that, yada, yada. No, okay, where y'all at right now? This got Bill Haney written all over it, fam. Phone lines open 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. I only want Devin Haney fan to call. I want you diehard Devin Haney fans to call this motherfucker and tell me, cause this is Brian Norman's manager. This guy right here. Caller, what's the name of the caller from?
Man, Coach, I ain't want to call back another time, but I think it's necessary. Brother.
No.
I had to call back again, so Casino like Fred 4 times. Goddamn. You know what I mean? Goddamn. We was trying to catch the goddamn rabbit and the motherfucker and got away. Goddamn.
Man, I don't want to believe it, dog. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, dog. I don't want to believe it.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm
in denial.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, Coach. I'm gonna keep the shit all the way 1,000 with you, bro. You owe the brother from Duval County. You owe that brother an apology, bro. You hit the music on that nigga. That nigga he was spot on. He said, I don't believe they even get in the ring with the nigga.
Talking about Sean, Sean from Duval. Sean from Duval, yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out Sean from Duval, cause you hit the nail on the head, son. I mean, shit, bro. Real ones see through that shit, bro. Like, but that's the shit I was saying, bro. Bill, And I know you got to cover the sport of boxing, bro.
No, Casino, it don't make Casino, bro. Listen, you came, bro, fam. Listen, this man went on a campaign for a week talking about Debo Dev.
Yes, bro,
we looking for Brian Norman. The 20 niggas looking at the pen. Ain't nobody signed the contract, which wasn't no contract. Ain't nobody. Then Brian Norman came on here. Look, it ain't no contract. Brian Norman bust all that up. 20 niggas signing the like, no, man. I say, I ain't never seen him jump out the window like this. I say, no, he got to be, and even though I was doubting it, I said, are you sure this the guy you want to fight? Are you sure? Then you said you got all these tools. You got all these tools. You got a toolbox full of tools, a warehouse full of tools. You got a landfill full of tools, and the best fighter. You heard him yesterday. We got the best fighter in the game. He got the best feet, the best jab. I'm threatening people's family members.
Coach,
come on, fam.
He don't believe it. Coach, he don't believe that shit. Come on, Coach. He don't believe that shit. And I didn't want to call and say what I really, I said what I wanted to say, but as far as when you were saying you don't believe that he wouldn't pull out the fight because he's never done it before. You know what else he never done before, Coach? He ain't never been forced to fight a division where he got to fight people his size, Coach. He ain't never been forced. And Brian Norman Sr. said it.
This nigga,
they signed him up for a fight. Listen,
he got to fight, bro.
Trying to feed him.
He got to fight, bro.
Yeah, he got to fight now.
He got to fight. This nigga talk too much shit. He talk too much shit, dog. Bro.
They was trying to feed.
Go ahead.
Man, they was trying to feed Devin to Brian Norman Jr. to give Brian Norman Jr. some clout. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna beat him for the clout. Turkey, it was all a setup from Turkey. They said it yesterday, bro. Them niggas didn't want to fight. All that running around. The nigga was on a cocaine binge because he was realizing it's over. It's like the end of the movie. You remember that Scarface? Remember on Scarface when the nigga started tripping? He got down, hit that big ass line and got down, grabbed the stick and got down, just crashed out. That's what that was yesterday on the phone. That was what that was. And shit, remember when goddamn on New Jack City when the nigga was in court and the nigga said, man, fuck it. I'm telling on everybody. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
That's what that shit was, Coach. He was crashing out because it was a nervous breakdown. He was trying to figure out how the fuck he finna get out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, Coach. We ain't getting this shit. But that's my call.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, I was in denial. I ain't gonna lie. I was in denial because I had my doubts. I'm like, you can tell how I was talking. I was like, damn, you want to fight this nigga? Are you sure about that? I had my doubts because I was like, man, this nigga here gonna kill you. Listen to everything I said. I said, I don't know about that. This nigga got melatonin. He's sending people to sleep. They lose their memory. I'm like, you sure you want to fight this? No, we want to fight him. This and that. And I'm like, okay, you sure be all right? Okay, that's what you say now. So basically, I'm using Bill Haney's words. You the last call. Hold on. I'm using Bill Haney's words. No, that's what you said out of your mouth. Because see, this is what we're going to do. No, we're going to hold you accountable for what you say out of your mouth. We're going to hold you accountable for what you say. If you pushing that hard, and you got all these YouTube channels who are pro Devin Haney YouTube channels, all of them are saying, no, we gonna do this to Brian Norman, and we got a better resume than Floyd Mayweather, better resume than Terrence Crawford, and we the youngest to do it in the game and the best to do it. If you're saying all of that, and then you follow that up with, yeah, we want Brian Norman, he on the list, and this Debo Dev, you gotta fight that dude. No. It ain't no backing out because you don't did too much in the lead up to it. And then to put the icing on the cake, y'all had this crash out over here on this channel. You had the crash out over here on this channel. And then the next day, we're hearing Adrian Clark say that, he say he hope he being pumped. Matter of fact, let me see. No, man, I ain't going for that shit. Listen, somebody finna fight. Somebody finna fight, dog. Nigga, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Somebody from man, hold on, let me see what's up. Let me call. I got a call. No, I ain't taking no more calls. Call do the last call, man. I got some phone calls to make. Go ahead.
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, 2 times. Talk to me.
Yes, sir. Man, I believe it, man. I had a feeling Bill was capping, bro. It's disappointing, Coach. That's why I don't take boxing serious no more. You know, I every now and then I say, here, man, boxing is a joke. You know, it's bullshit, man. All that talking that man did yesterday, man. He came in here, you know, insulting that other guy and stuff, you know, being disrespectful. And now this, bro, we need that fight, man. We want that fight. Fuck that, man. You know what I mean? They went too far yesterday with all that personal shit not to fight. I understand, you know, again, man, I know that's exactly the reason why nobody likes Devin Haney, man. It's Bill, bro. Bill. Bro. You know, be real for once, man. Shut the fuck up, bro. Let your son talk. Seriously, man. He's a man, bro. Whatever, man. I wish them well, man, but fuck this, man. We want to fight, folks. That's my call, man. Respect.
All right, salute, fam. Man, I ain't trying to hear that shit, dog. I'm mad in the motherfucker, dog.
Looking for this tough guy named Brian Norman Jr. If you see him or his dad, tell him that Devin Haney is looking for him. The same deal.
Wait.
Devin Haney.
Now, listen, now, this just yesterday, fam. This is just yesterday. The same time they was on my show, crashing out. Let's go.
Obviously, a name which I was going to bring up to you. I'm sure you've seen Bill Haney.
So, we shall see what happens regarding that fight, but I'm down for anything.
Devin Haney is obviously a name which I was going to bring up to you. I'm sure you've seen Bill Haney. He's had a few messages over social media. One of the most recent ones, he said, I'm on my job looking for this tough guy named Brian Norman Jr. If you see him or his dad, tell him that Devin Haney is looking for him. The same deal you wanted for Boots, will you take that for the Dream?
Yes. Now, remember, Bill Haney is a clown. I just want y'all to know that. Bill Haney, he has a whole character out here. So now let's go with his son, Debo Haney. What did Debo get hit with? That boy got hit with a brick. Well, y'all know what I carry in these hands, right? These gloves over here. So we shall see what happens in the future, even regarding that fight. But I'm down for anything.
Man, I ain't, bro. My nigga, no. Your reputation destroyed. Man, hold on. Somebody finna answer this goddamn phone. I'm calling. Let me call Bill right back. Let me call this nigga right back, dog. No, my nigga. No, my nigga. No, we ain't. Damn, he ain't even answering the phone. Look at answering the phone. At least I got a text. At least I got a text back from Brian Norman.
Your call has been forwarded to.
Oh man, I don't know if this nigga ain't answering the phone. Hold on, god damn. This nigga ain't, bro. Hey, bro, man. Hold on. Let me call somebody. God damn. Damn, I can't get a hold of nobody, dog. Hey, shout out to boy, Mr. Ham. Oh man, bro, this is crazy, bro. I hear from these dudes all the time. You know, I can't, bro. I can't. Hold on, who can I call? Okay, let me see. Hold on. Can I call Steve? Who the fuck can I call? Let me see. Man, I can't get it. I can't get it caught that way. did, my nigga. You did all. Hold on. Tim, what's good, brother? Hey, look, I don't know if you in the loop or anything, but I just want to call and ask you a question. Do you know anything about the Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney fight happening or not happening, or in negotiations to fight, or what?
It's bullshit noise.
Bullshit noise meaning what?
I don't know. I think it's bullshit noise. I don't know how real it is. I mean, shit. I haven't heard anything on my end, but I think it's bullshit. I don't think it's happening.
And you don't think? Yeah, man. I don't. What I don't understand, Tim, is Bill did all this tough stuff on you on social media. Debo Dev. I'm calling Brian Norman out. You know, he didn't want to sign the contract. I had both of these guys on here yesterday. They crashed out on each other or whatever, and I'm like, well, Bill done went too far with the trash talk. Been on all different social media platforms saying he want to fight this guy, Debo Dev, A, B, C, and D. And now I'm hearing the very next day that Ryan, some dude named Adrian Clark. I don't know who that is, but Adrian Clark is somebody manager. Yes, yeah. I think Brian Norman manager or something. He's saying that the fight is off.
Well, the truth always comes out. You already know. Everybody, whoever right now, you know, that side is probably holding the truth. You know, let Norman Sr. get the truth, and you gonna know right away. It wasn't him or whatever. You know, business wise, I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it. But you know, from the sound of things, just all the stuff you just mentioned. I mean, it sounded like everything was moving in the right direction. I guess. I mean, I know what you know, right?
Yeah. I
personally think it's a fight that Dev needs. To be honest with you. You know, it's a fight that Devin needs. I think it's the right fight to see where Devin is in his career. You know, we have our questions about Dev, especially after that Garcia fight, and especially after his Ramirez fight. So he has an opportunity here, you know, to showcase his skill and talent.
That, hey, I'm not done, Tim. I'm not done. Everybody to think I'm done. You know, I just beat the guy that everybody was afraid to fight. You know, I just beat one of the baddest guys at 147 pounds. His name is Brian Norman Jr., who's putting people to sleep, bro. Who's putting them to sleep. They waking up the next day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Feeling refreshed. He lost some memory. So, you know, bro, like, hey, I think Dev should take the fight. I think it'll show us a lot about Norman, too. And, you know, his capability. You know, I mean, we see him with guys standing in front of him, what he's able to do, but what you gonna do against a mover? What you gonna go do against a guy that's longer than you, that can box, got a high IQ, that can move? You know, we'll see.
Man, it's just the optics look bad, man, because it was just too much trash talking, and over here, man, it had got real personal with them, and I had to. It got really, really heated. I'll tell you about it later, but it got really heated. I'm talking about real bad. But
yeah, I mean,
they squashed it.
And you're gonna get all of that. You're gonna get all that with Norman Sr. and Bill, bro. Like, bro,
two fireballs.
This fight will hype itself. The father on father cry, boy, it's gonna be crazy. Especially if they fight. I mean, a promoter don't have to do nothing.
Yeah.
He just let the fight. The fighters are actually in there fighting, but you already know they're gonna get the arguments from the fathers going at it back to back.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, man, and you know, Dev, he'll talk a little bit, but you know, Norman Jr. He pretty smooth with his trash talk. You know, he's straight to the point. You know, he dares to inflict damage and inflict pain on anybody he get in the ring with. His mentality is completely different. You know, his skills has definitely has transitioned to, he'll kill it, man. You know what I mean? You could tell. Winning that world championship has definitely changed Brian Norman Jr. He probably in the gym right now, getting work right now, but trash talk is trash talk, man. So it's why it's called trash talk. You throw that shit in the trash. It means absolutely nothing. Sign on the contract, bro. Sign on the line.
Why they call it trash talk? You know? Throw it in the trash.
It's trash. It ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts, though.
Get in there and fight it out, bro. Get in there and fight it out like men, bro. Stop all the talking. Let's get down to the nitty gritty, bro. Sign that contract, bro, and let's get it popping.
All right, Tim. I was just calling to see if you heard anything. That's all.
Yeah. I personally think it's too gazy. So, but yeah,
Just a bunch of ninjas just talking heads. That's all it is.
All right. I thanks, Tim. Thank you.
All right, peace.
Man, this. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Bro, listen. Yeah, he got to get it, dog. He got to get it. He got to get it, dog. He got to get it. He got to get it, dog. Like, bro, I don't believe the Normans did this. If this fight is off, there's nothing in my mind that's telling me Brian Norman, the Normans, is the ones who did this. Nothing. Nah. Anyways, y'all know what it is. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and get my man. This shit got me, man. Nigga talked all that shit, man. We ain't finna get nothing. And so that's gonna be it. Hey, Ali say, where Ali at? Where Ali at? Hold on, Ali. Where Ali? Ali say, any other time, BH would be hitting Coach Live. Now, for some odd reason, he ain't answering two phones. Ali say, hey, shout out to Flex. Flex, what's going on, fam? Flex, what's happening? He said, any other time. Nigga call. Yesterday I had Brian Norman was on the show and Bill just called in, just popped up. You get what I'm saying? Now, he got two phones. I can't get in contact with him. Hey, bro, hold on. Did I talk to him today? Hold on. Let me see. No, that was yesterday. That was my bad. That was yesterday. Oh, here you go. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Now, you know, it's the man with my voice is just now coming back. You told me to take a rest. Now, that's it, but I will come back now. Don't tempt me, boy, because you ain't said shit.
Bill?
This is Bill Haney.
Man, tell me something good, man. Tell me something good.
Listen, the only thing that I can always tell you that I've been consistent about telling you, and until I tell you different, you can always depend on it, is Devin Haney versus everybody, and the list still stands. And that's what we do. Listen, we already signed up. We're already committed. We dedicated. We for it. We've already signed up. Ain't no bunch of rapping on our end, King.
Who was Adrian Clark?
Listen, I wouldn't give a fuck. Listen, if it was Lois Clark, Adrian Clark, if it was Superman himself, listen, it's Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. Next.
Okay.
We already signed up for it. I don't need to talk to no bunch of people. I already said, listen, but let me make sure that I'm letting the people know why. Why he's next. With that tremendously quick, super talented, young 23-year-old phenom out of that Atlanta, Georgia, that comes from a fight family with an outspoken dad similar to me. You dig? So we picked them. If they picked us, then they would be saying the same thing, that there's nothing else to talk about it. They're already signed.
Okay.
There's no fucking secret. I've already told y'all that.
All right.
Y'all picked him. Y'all said it. We looked at it, and that's him. Unless y'all said it's somebody different.
I just you know what? I'm just saying, Bill, because I got upset, dog.
Is he the baddest nigga, most dangerous nigga on the list?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why we picked him, and we signed up. Ain't no negotiating, ain't no nothing coming back from us. We already been signed up. We've been signed up. Ain't nothing else to look at. Ain't no nothing. They can talk about term sheet contracts. They can talk about whatever they talking about. Man, we don't need to look at nothing else, man.
Okay, so just to confirm, this dude named Adrian Clark, I think he's a manager. He might be Brian Norman Jr.'s manager or something. I don't know who he is. I don't know who the brother is. He's saying,
listen, I'm telling you, a bunch of people can pop out. They're gonna say everything else except let's fight if they're not saying what's been consistent about. You know what I say, man? I say we ready to go, man. We don't need to talk to nobody else. We don't need to do none of that. Turkey is putting the money and the bounty on all these fighters' heads that ain't ready to fight. If you're ready to fight, then you're so happy about this. Okay. This is the time of your life because guess what? The narrative is not there. The legacy is going to always be there, right? But sometimes the money ain't there. The money narrative. That shit is not there, dog. Ain't no excuse. If you really like that, then it's gonna happen, dog.
Okay. All right, that's what I want to hear, Bill. Like, bro, I was hurt. I felt like crying. I was mad. I said I'm finna cuss Bill out. Man, I'm like, man, y'all, man, you.
No. I come on, and I'm talking. But see, this is the thing, is bro, you have a conversation with me, and people have a conversation. But we can't have somebody that's shouting and trying to over talk, man. That's when you need to just referee it because it gets out of hand. And then with me, you know what I mean? Listen, when I run out of words, then it's going to when tact and diplomacy ends, violence and ignorance begin. Even on my part, it might be something ignorant that I motherfucking say because I've been as tactful and diplomatic as possible. And I've already said, man, that them dudes is, you know what I mean, to do. What else I gotta say? I mean, outside of the one title defense, how much more can I brag on the kid? You see what I mean? How much more can I salute the family and say that the reason why it's next is because they are who they are? Have you signed the shit? Have you committed to it? You know what I mean? Can the people go on and say, okay, this is what it is? That's it. That's all I said. Now and then the people just going to decide and determine the date, the venue, and all that other shit. For as long as I've been doing, I ain't never decided and never came out and told nobody when the date was and when the venue. I only came out and said that we in and it's going to be next. That's it.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Bill. I really appreciate that.
I never to any promoters or partners or operational. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never took away the benefit of them being able to announce an event, a mega event, announce the event on their terms, the date of the event. But I've never not told the people how ecstatic and happy and elated I am with the next fight that's coming up, dates and all that to be. You know what I mean? Like that ain't no, just whether it's Dan Raphael that's dropping it, whether it's Kevin Iole, whether it's Mike Carpenter or it's Bill Haney or it's Brian Norman. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter, long as it's authentic and it's real. And you're speaking from that space. They can't speak from. Listen, anybody that comes out and gives Teofimo, let me start with Ryan Garcia, gives them an opportunity for a big bag, right? A big bag, $20 million, right? The opportunity, and Ryan passed on it publicly. Then Teofimo, whether it was 11 or 8, they passed on it. You dig what I'm saying? And the offer is on the table. Brian Norman, listen, I'm already in with them. I'm 100% down and for the movement with them. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing for me to look at. We done did this shit. This is the 3rd time. What is it there for me to look at, bro? What is the man talking about that we need to? That's their side. When their side get it right, then you're gonna hear something else. That's it.
Okay.
We don't need no fake static and no fake drama because, like I said, tact and diplomacy, when that ends, violence and ignorance begins. And I'm not on no violent or ignorant shit, man.
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. So hold on, hear me out. Before you go, the piggyback of what you're saying, I did receive a text from Brian Norman Sr. and he confirmed what you're just saying. He said that they're still working on it. The fight is not off. So I heard from the primary source. Because somebody in the chat said the fight was off, and then I'm looking and I pull up. Somebody sent me a link. There's some guy named Adrian Clark. I don't know who Adrian Clark is. He looks like he.
Listen, I don't. whatever. Like I told you.
Oh, no, he's the CEO of Fighters First. That's Fighters First Management. That's he's a manager.
Listen, I told you, if you go look at my tweet, I said 20 niggas looking at one pen. I said, would somebody sign that motherfucker, please?
Yeah, you said
what
that.
I'm saying?
Yeah, you
That's
said
what
that,
I said.
yeah.
I said that. You know what I mean? It's just me and my son. I can deal with whatever structure, whatever organization. I said the thing is really streamlined when you have me and my son and we're on one accord. Then our business gets conducted a little bit faster than when you gotta have everybody on one accord, and it's bigger than just us two. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that with respect to that, I said, man, we waiting on y'all, and it was no disrespect. I was only and then so to be challenged about what ain't real and all this shit.
No, you telling the truth.
I mean, no, listen, and I'm saying, and this is black men and black fathers handling their business at an elite level with sons that are at the elite level, the top of the top, the cream, handling their business, right? And we have content creators that's running the content behind the scenes and in front of the, and in the ring and out the ring. What a beautiful time it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to convolute it with nothing that's non-descriptive of what it actually is. They want to, derail it and go and, you know what I mean? Say this and say that. But one thing that I do is I stay consistent at my job, and that's what is putting Devin in the position to get him more for his trajectory and his course to the Mount Rushmore of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And Brian Norman is an excellent next fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. Hey, Bill, thank you for calling back. I was getting kind of because I'm like, Agent Clark, who is this? He looked familiar, but I didn't really know exactly who he was as it relates to Brian Norman or whatever. And he put out, I hope I'm being punked or whatever, but I'm hearing that the fight, he said, well, that was quick. Unless I'm being punked, I'm told there's no fight. And I'll tag you in it. That's what he said. And then he said between Norman Jr. versus Haney. That's what he put out there. So
listen, let me explain something to you. I seen Teofimo Lopez Jr. and Sr. when nobody else knew him. I seen Tank, Shakur, Richard Hitchinson, Shushu, Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? I seen all the, you know what I mean, before anybody knew him. All of them got solid teams and got solid people that's with them. You see what I'm saying? Only thing that I do is I challenge before you ever let somebody step out and attempt to blindside the people when you put your brand on the line. I'm just telling y'all, make sure what y'all doing, man. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Slow down, because you have one guy and even Punch that pleaded to Tio and told him, said, listen, this is not a narrative. This is forever. You see what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. Well, listen, that's why I reached out to you. I said, let me reach out to Bill, because I don't know who this dude is. I don't want to go off what no one said in the chat. I'm sorry. I'd rather hear it from the horse's mouth. Both guys versus.
You'll hear that. You'll hear that. You hear that.
No, I got it. No, you cleared it up. You cleared it up.
You hear that? And what Devin was saying was what our number. We already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Our shit, we done been on the motherfucking stage. We done been in places, so the people already know what ours is. You know what I'm saying? Our number ain't, we been checking money, man. That ain't gonna be no problem, dog. We got the track record. We got one side of it. You work yours out, we work ours out. You see what I'm saying? Period.
Okay.
And when you think that it's your biggest payday, it's more than you have made ever in life, right? When you say that, when it's more than you can get paid from fighting anybody else, then it's something to think about. And I can't be mad at the people that's with Dev or you know what I'm saying, to support Dev along the journey, that they're willing to make those concessions for the person that he's in the ring with.
Well, Bill, hey, thank you so much. Brian Norman did text me and confirmed everything you're saying. So, hey, thank you, Bill. I appreciate you.
All right. Peace. Peace.
All right, there you have it. For those who may say, well, Bill is capping, I don't believe Bill Haney and all that stuff there, I just received a text message from Brian Norman Sr. and I text him. I said, sorry about that. I said, is the fight off between Junior and Devin? he said that they are still working on it. It's not off. That's what Brian Norman Sr. said via text. So I don't know. So because I think Casino the one called me and said that somebody, I didn't even know what somebody said in the chat. I don't even know what somebody said in the chat, but Casino hit me up and said somebody in the chat said that the fight is off. Can I confirm it? And you know, because Casino did say that, and that's why I called. Let me call these people and see what's up. Because I didn't know who Adrian Clark is, but I know who Fighters First Management is. Hold on, let me let y'all see this here. This is who Adrian Clark is. For those who don't know, he managed Errol Spence. He managed. Do you guys remember when Errol Spence was trying to make the deal happen with Terrence Crawford? When Crawford reached out to Errol Spence, and then there was an announcement saying that Errol Spence hired a new management team called Fighters First. I got the receipts on that. I can pull them up. But called Fighters First. Adrian Clark is the CEO of Fighters First. He has a management firm in Dallas, Texas. So when I clicked on it and saw Fighters First CEO, I'm like, oh, I know who this is. So this would be somebody of relevance. This would be somebody of relevance. You know, he used to manage Errol Spence. Errol Spence used him to help make that fight happen with him and Crawford, with Spence and Crawford, and with Crawford's team, and they made that happen. And then I think Spence got fired and right after that or something. I'm not sure. So okay. All right. It is what it is. All right. So we gonna see what's up. And this what he put out there. He said, well, that was quick unless I'm punked. I'm told there's no fight between Norman Jr. and Haney. So the question I would ask Mr. Adrian Clark is, you say you're told. Who told you that? Two questions I would have. I think more than likely he is Brian Norman's manager. And two, my second question would be, who told you that? Or where did you hear that from? Do you get what I'm saying? That's the question I would ask him. Where did you hear that? You said when you say you're told that the fight between Norman Jr. and Haney is off. There's no fight between Norman Jr. and Haney. Who told you that? And you said, unless I'm being punked. Being punked by whom? Those are the key questions. Who told you that? That you said, I'm being told the fight is off between. So I just got on the phone with Bill Haney, and I just got a text message from Brian Norman Jr., and they are Brian Norman Sr., and they are saying the total opposite of what this guy is saying. So either the Haneys, either Bill Haney and Brian Norman is lying, or this guy was lied to. And apparently, he believed who told him that so much that he went on a public platform an hour ago and tweeted that he's being told that there's no fight between Norman Jr. and Haney. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, why would he post that? And if he posted it being a CEO of a management firm, you must trust who it came from. You know, could this nigga be trolling? Could this dude be trolling? Like, you know what I mean? But anyway, make a long story short, we heard from the horse's mouth. We heard from Bill Haney, and I just heard from Brian Norman Sr. So this guy don't know what he's talking about. Let's give this guy everybody a round of applause. What he say? He say call Ness. I don't need to call Ness. The reason why I don't need to call Ness because I spoke to the sources. You get what I'm saying? I spoke to the sources. So, you know. Anyways, shout out to Weedy, shout out to Legacy, shout out to CJ from the 504. He say if that's even a real Twitter account. That's his real account. Yeah, that's a real account. That's That's a real account. You know what I mean? So, anyways, it is what it is. So, I'm happy about that. Cause I would get mad at them. I'm like, no, hold on. All this shit these niggas were talking? No, these niggas finna throw some hands. I wasn't trying to hear that shit. But no, we good, we Gucci. So whoever, I don't know where that dude got that shit from, but bro, don't be putting that shit out there like that, bro. Don't be doing that. Don't put that out there like that, fam. Don't do that. You get what I'm saying? Cause that shit right there, it is what it is.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and think, Al Heyman, I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is what it is. Let's give everybody who gave a super chat cash app a round of applause. Shout out to John, the Jab Queen, 2 times. Mr. G4L, Constantine, Big Dog Willie, and let's see, Big Dog Willie, and we got a super chat. We got a cash app as well. We got a cash app as well. Shout out to Real Dude Uprising, and shout out to Mr. Kelly.
Super chat received.
Cash app. Let's get the super chatters and cash apples around the Huggy Bear.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is what it is, man. Y'all know what time it is. Shout out to, we got to say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, Mr. Al Haney.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and think, Al Heyman, I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Hey, shout out to WMS702. He said, if there was a possibility of you being punked, why the hell would you post it like that? Troublemaking dish. Yeah, y'all don't make that, bro. Don't even do that, though, fam. Like, you got to investigate that. If you saying you heard it's off, like, you got to investigate that. Why would you put that out there on a public platform? And you got a management team. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? And if you heard it was off, who did you hear it from? Because those are the questions I'm going to ask. Okay, where did you hear that from? And apparently, whoever you heard it from, you must have trusted the source so much to the degree to where you posted it on X. Why did you do that? And if you Brian Norman Jr.'s manager or on his team somehow from a management standpoint, because we know you the CEO of Fighters First Management, then people are going to trust what you say because you're supposed to be on the inside on with the team. You're supposed to be Brian Norman's manager or on their team somehow. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That don't make no. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I would love to interview that dude. I need to reach out there. I need to interview that dude there, bro. I need to interview that dude. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, man, we doing that shit, dog. Nigga, we try to see some nigga throw some hands. I want to see. I want to see these dudes throw some hands, bro. I'm dead ass serious about that. I ain't capping it now. I want to see these dudes throw some hands, like for real. I'm invested in it now. I'm invested in it. I want to see this. I sure enough do. I want to see this. Absolutely. Hey, what you say, hold on, what you say, what my main man say? What my brother say? What my brother at? What did he say, Damien? Damien, he say, Coach, he makes the fight. Brian Norman is the trainer. No different from Calvin, Coach Calvin speaking for Tank. Yeah, I get what you're saying. So what you trying to say? Are you trying to say that the manager may know something that the trainer don't know? Is that what you're saying? Z Pacino say because he priced himself out. Nah, Z Pacino, that ain't got nothing to do with the money. Turki Alashikh is putting the money up. There's no such thing really as pricing. Well, I mean, of course, if you ask for 20, 30, 40, $50 million for a fight, that's something different. But no, that's not the case. No, Brian Norman Jr. is saying that we'll take whatever they offer, we'll take it. That's why I played the video. He's saying, look, if that's what they offer, we'll take it. That ain't no problem on my end. That's what he's saying. You get what I'm saying? That's what the fighter is saying. So it ain't the money. Anytime Turki Alashikh is involved, remember this. Anytime Turki Alashikh is involved, the money is not an issue. It's not money. It's never money with Turki Alashikh. Money only matters to the promoter. We don't want to overpay the fighter. Top rank money matters. Golden Boy money matters. PBC money matters. Matchroom, Queensberry money matters. Turki Alashikh money don't matter. We know that for a fact. The guy loses money on every boxing event he throws, and he overpay fighters 3, 4 times, 5 times more than what they ever been paid. So we know that's not it.
True.
That ain't it.
True.
That that can't be it, fam. That can't be it. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give these dudes the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna pump my brakes on this Brian Norman and Devin Haney shit. I'm gonna pump my brakes on this shit because from what Brian Norman is telling me, they still working on it. So I'm gonna just pump my brakes on it, and because I did, you get what I'm saying. I want this fight to get through, and I don't want no hiccups or whatever. Who waiting on who, baby mama can dance, cousin bow-legged, sister not needed, Turki Alashikh went to Paris, the crown prince went to Japan, or whatever they say, term sheet, contract, agreement, call me on 3-way, call Al, talk to Bob, get with Dev, talk to Benny the jeweler. Whatever y'all doing, it is what it is. We finna see what's up.
True.
Yeah, we finna see what's up. We finna see what's up. Anyways, it is what it is, man. Well, I want to dedicate this show. We want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
It is what it is. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's see who else we got. Shout out to my sister Tila. The lovely Miss Black Panther. Damian Bennett. Shout out to WMS. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Shout out to Trey's son. Trey, what's going on, brother? Casino Like Prayers. Shout out to Trey. He said he got Tevin Farmer by decision Saturday, by the way. Yeah, Tevin Farmer ain't gonna beat no kid Austin by decision. I mean, Tevin Farmer has lost some close fights. He's the older B-side fighter, and if it go to a decision, even if he win, he gonna get robbed, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? That's just how it works, CJ, in boxing. That's how it works. That's what they're gonna do. It's gonna go 12. Tevin Farmer can put on a masterpiece and he gonna lose. All Kid Austin got to do is get to 12, and Oscar gonna make sure he win. I honestly believe that. Shout out to Jit Stanfield, the Natural. Shout out to Young Boxing Fan. Shout out to Dr. Mario, Casino Like Prayers. Shout out to Z Pacino. Shout out to Felicia Williams. Can't forget about shout out to Doug, Jamie from New York. Shout out to I Never Miss. Shout out to Don B. What'd you say, fam? You say Don B. What'd you say, fam? You say let's get all this info from Clark. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Hey, Don, I see what you're saying, fam. Yeah, I got you. You were telling me to get with Ness because Ness will know how to get in contact with Clark. I got you, Dom. I got you, fam. Shout out to the Natural. CJ from the 504. Jamie from New York. G5 from the Bronx. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales. Legacy remains. It is what it is. I'm gonna give everybody a shout out after these messages. Yeah, man, we finna see what's up. Yeah, I'm finna back off this shit. I'm finna back off these niggas. I'm finna back off both of these niggas. The Normans and the Haney. I'm backing off both of these niggas. I'm finna back off both of them right now, dog. Cause these motherfuckers got my blood pressure don't got high. You know what I mean? I'm around this motherfucker like I want to see these dudes fight, bro. Like for real. I'm dead ass serious. And Bill saying everything will go when it's in. Bill saying ain't nothing to talk about. That's what I want to hear. But Brian Norman is saying that they still working on it. So he's being transparent with that. So apparently there's nothing set in stone with the Normans. Because one guy is saying we did what we supposed to do. The other guy say they still working on it. So we gonna find out. And then another thing that threw a monkey wrench in the game, this guy that's the CEO of Fighters First Management, who Dom said in the chat that's who Ness gets all this information from. He's posting tweets saying that unless he's being punked, he's hearing there's no fight between Haney and Norman Jr. Like, why would he put that out there? Like, why would he like that's the $1 million question. Why would he put that out there? Why? Forget Bill, forget Brian Norman. Why would this dude, Adrian Clark, put that out there? Why? So we're gonna see what's up, man. It is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my sister Tila, man. The one, Mr. Ham. Shout out to the Natural. Dr. Mario. Superman flying through the say today. Shout out to let's see who else we got in the building. Hey, shout out to Fashola. What did he say? He said because he's attention seeking like a bee. Oh, okay, like a bi. Hey, he say because he's attention seeking like a bi. Man, I went to I got to go to the gym, man. I got to do my cardio, man. Much love to everybody in the chat. Much love to Miss Black Panther. Anybody else may have forgotten, all the sisters, all the tenderrunners and PYTs and the honey dips, all of the brothers who rocking out with us. I really appreciate y'all, man. We're going to be at 40,000 probably by next week. We probably going to be at 40,000 subscribers probably about next week sometime. We need like less than 300. So I appreciate y'all. We really been rocking and rolling. The goal is to try to get to 50,000 by the end of the year. I got some more work to do. I got a lot more content to be pushing and shooting out there. So we're going to keep it steady. We're going to try to get as close as we possibly can. But things are really, really going good. Shout out to the True Media family, the TMP family. If it wasn't for y'all, man, we wouldn't be where we at. You guys do a lot of sharing. You guys invite people to come to the show. I really do appreciate that. How do I know? Because my analytics tell me so. My analytics tell me this is how people are discovering you. This is how they finding you. This is what it is. Y'all doing y'all job, and we dropping the shorts. The shorts is happening as well in other videos. I've been producing more content. So when you produce more content, you increase your chances of getting more subscribers and having YouTube recommend your videos to the people. Because that's what really happens. Once you get YouTube working for you, there's really nothing nobody can do to stop you. Once YouTube start working for you. When your videos and your channel start getting recommended by YouTube, that's when you have YouTube working for you. Then there's nothing no one on the sideline can do via bot, via whatever. Dude, you got to stop YouTube. You dig?
True.
And you can't stop YouTube from your baby mama rental center furniture. Okay? Catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.